now you need
Part
to.
two. There we go.
Oh, we're live. Hello.
Hello. You're still listening to Lecture now, and it's still goddamn awful.
Oh no, it just got worse. Final Glide just
Why?
joined.
Like, do you just live Xmas Part 2?
There's like a buffer of awesome people trying to get on this podcast. Maybe if we just crash it every 20 minutes. And then
Josh,
you're
you're sensible. Can you please paste that link?
The link.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
We can see you. Yeah, we can.
All right, I'm going to go to the old URL and paste the link.
No, in the old chat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, who was the silly one that said Joshua Bardwell was sensible?
I am
Oh,
sensible. By that
no,
you mean
you can't.
Oh, that
The
chat
chat has closed. Mother. So now we've got to go.
it's over.
Pop out chat.
This is the only podcast where the guests have to participate in the running of.
Yeah, I know. It's so he's used to it though. He was there at the beginning.
Like, you know the thing people do where they do a bar hop, where you go from one bar to the next, drinking at each one.
It's like
This is exactly what that is. It's a bar podcast.
So bad.
Yep. But you know where that goes. That ends up everyone gets drunk and then starts sleeping with one another. And I'm not sure if we want to. I don't know if we know what everyone that good enough just yet.
Oh, shit, yeah, fuck.
I don't know. Jack just stopped
haven't
your
seen-
video
you
of
haven't
his
seen
block party.
360. He's got his camera off.
Off on the chat.
He could be a beautiful woman.
Right. We've all got exactly 15 minutes before we start randomly removing pieces of clothing. This is how it's going to end. I'm not the boss of this. It's just how it works.
Was that how Australians do it?
Yeah.
I have seen your nipples.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's called for David. Phone. Oh no! Someone needs to go.
All right. Random number
Oh
from 1
no!
to 10.
Like,
All right, here it comes. Random from 1 to 10.
Well, let me
Let's see,
drop
here
off
it
for a while.
comes.
I can always
No.
come in later.
all right,
Or-
yeah. Because Tony can't get on. Like, message Tony. Oh no, you can't. Shit.
I can't.
Fuck. This is so bad. Yeah, please, someone. We can't have
All right.
no Tony.
I'll zap off. I'll come back
Thank
later.
you. I'm so sorry, Curry Kitten.
That's okay.
It's really nice to see you.
Love
I
you, bye.
think isn't Lee quite
Yeah,
not-
I'm
No,
going to jump
we
off
want-
as well, because I only
You
have
sure?
half an hour anyway, dude. So let me say
All right,
best
thank
wishes for Christmas and New Year, and I'll probably speak to you at some point later in the week anyway, buddy.
Is Tony's on, and he's on his
Tony's
work
on.
account.
He's here.
Well, I mean,
Today's
let's be real here. I mean, I think what's Painless 360 done for us in the last year or two? So I mean, he doesn't really deserve to be here.
Maybe, yeah. What? He's a very good friend.
What we should do
Very good
is to
friend.
make
You're saying it's nepotism. You're saying it's nepotism, right? That's what you're saying.
to make everyone feel better. We should make a list of who's important enough to be
Like
on here. Maybe should we do?
Yeah, whoever's making the list is going to put themselves at the top by default.
That would be me.
God. Who? I don't know. Digby Dan put out the fires. I don't know.
Is that a picture of the back of Tony's van there? What are we? Is that?
Yeah.
Tony, have you had to reset all of your accounts because of this?
Yes,
Oh my God.
everything. My Facebook, my Google, it's all gone bollocks.
Well, just so you know, your Google image is the picture of the back of your van.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
He does that. So
At least it's
no,
tidy.
it's not a serial killer van, and he's not a sex
It's
pest.
the back of a van, which is pretty good for a glazing hygienist.
So
Hello,
I
Chad.
just want to say that it's good to be finally back on this podcast, and it's good to see things haven't changed.
it really hurt that you like do your own show. Like, we're like desperately
For
like.
me,
please come
furry kitten's far more important than me, surely.
I don't know. Yeah,
And painless. Where's painless?
I thought it was funny. It was like, hey, dude, do you want to come on the podcast? I'm like, yeah, sure, sounds good. And they're going, so you are going to please make sure you come on the podcast. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Make sure you come on the podcast. So I wake up at like 5 a.m. so that I can come on this freaking podcast.
Man,
I click on the link, and the first thing I get is, sorry, the video call is full.
It is Let's Drone Out. I'd like to point that out. You had a free T-shirt where the logo was printed wrong. Before we, it was so bad.
I think he was more surprised that it was full than anything else.
Yeah, I know. Holy shit! Like going on this, they lost their mind.
More than 10 people to come on.
I was just pleased that Jack let me know like 2 weeks in advance, as opposed to doing what he usually does, which is call me in the middle of a workday and say, "Hey, bro, can you come on the podcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, with 30 seconds notice? No, I'm sorry, I can't."
Yeah. And like none of it's spelt right, and like it's like crudely written, like in childish hieroglyphics. It's horrific. I'm so sorry.
Just, Tony says, would you like to come on the show, and gives you a link to a different podcast.
I know. Tommy,
pathetic podcast though, Chad.
Yeah. Tommy thought he was going on VK, like FPV Life, because of him. And it started giving like, what's his name, Hassel, like Lance Hassel, like, and he's just like, God damn, I hate those Let's Drone Out assholes. Like literally, they're just like, look, he must think that we just do it on purpose and fuck with him.
This is a realist podcast.
Realist podcast. We're fucking idiots. Like,
that's just another word.
That's just idiotic podcast. There is.
That's
but
just
it's
another
great.
word for having no plans.
Okay, hey, hang on a second, guys. Whoever's in charge of this, can you make Joshua Bardwell screen the full screen for a second?
Yeah, you can say Frank.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
look out. That's awesome, isn't it?
That's the look of a that right there is the look of a man who's wondering why the fuck is
he? He's getting very, very drunk.
I was actually participating in chat. I was participating in the chat. Well, I figure while I'm not talking, I can be interacting with the viewers.
He was being professional.
Okay. Guys, I've got there's one thing I've got to say. There's quite a few of us here who have been in this hobby / industry now for quite a while, and people ask me, they go, "What of the things that you've achieved? What are you most proud about?" And there's three things. Three things that I'm most proud of everything that I've achieved. Number one
is one of them telling Gerard to fuck off.
No.
I think, Jack, one of them was going to be this podcast today until you just said that.
Go on, Chad.
I just wanted to make him laugh. Just the look on his face, like, I can't believe he just said that. It was like the look of Schizo when I turned and said to Preston, I was like, so you didn't nick that code then? And he was like, oh my god, why did I let this happen? Like, look at him trying to wipe the sleep of his eyes. He's literally waiting for the ground to open it and swallow him up.
Can I just say, Jack's on a lot of drugs, like medical ones.
I'm on like heroin.
When noticed.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Rudely interrupted me.
Yeah, sorry. Carry on. All right, what are you most proud of?
Yeah.
I'll shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm muting myself.
The things that I'm most proud of, and this shows how twisted I am. That number one, I've convinced half of the community that Carlos is from Mexico. Number two, that Luke Bannister was only 12 years old and managed to convince the mainstream media when he won Dubai.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And number three, I managed to make Joshua Bardwell lose his shit with all the emails he was getting from battery shaking test questions.
You fucking bastard! You fucking bastard! That was the. Oh, I'm so angry. So many people were emailing me like, "Is this for real? Is this legit?" And I'm like, "They're jerking off their batteries on April Fool's Day. Are you an idiot?" But I didn't say that because they trust you and they believe you, and you abused that just to get one.
That's the ISDD non-smart battery mod. You know, like, oh my god.
No, it's not real. No, it's not real.
Joshua Bardwell will let you know. He's going to come up with a spreadsheet.
I got so many emails. It really was so. The first 100, I was like, haha. And then the second 100, I wanted to kill you.
I would have made a wall of shame on my website and listed their names and their emails, and given them a score of IQ between 1 to 10.
They're not idiots. I only say that because we're having fun, but they're not idiots. They're just people who trust Chad Nowak, and they should know better, but they don't. They haven't learned yet.
He's essentially an ASBO convict from Australia. Like, what do they expect?
Yeah, all these people that are awesome at cricket and pretty much everything that the English are not.
Ooh.
Do you know what I love about?
Do you know what? I think I messaged the wrong Chad. I think it was Noak everyone wanted.
The Ashes just finished recently, didn't it? Or is it still going? Or I mean, I don't know. No one here bothers to watch it because
go wank your batteries.
It's common practice that we're going to kick your ass in the Ashes. So
not necessarily.
Who watches that?
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly.
We just made it up to keep those criminals bloody doing something.
It's just like hitting things with bats.
That is a great thing. But you guys came up with that game. You guys came up with a game that takes.
We came up with a lot of games.
You came up with a game that takes 5 days to complete, and it's still a distinct possibility that you might come to a draw.
Do you know who loves cricket the most? India.
Oh, that's true.
I find and the other thing I find really weird is Canada invented basketball and pizza. I'd just like to point that out.
And we suck at basketball.
Huh?
We suck at basketball.
Right, yeah, that's one thing America definitely kicks your ass at. And not shoot.
Can I get Josh to do another shot of his whiskey, please?
I'm working on it. You remember how full this glass was?
Oh my god, yeah. You're
making progress.
Top it up, man. It's looking a bit watery.
No. Trust me.
Oh my god. Schizo's left. Schizo's gone to get food or something. He's
Let's talk about
this
Schizo.
shit.
No, he's gone to get some drink.
Is he going to start getting drunk as well?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite
any
thing
more
about
Christmas
Schizo?
shopping? So I guess he could just get fucked.
Okay.
Rest of the swearing.
I suppose it is the Christmas special. Skits, what did you get, man? Did you get food?
Is this a no swearing stream?
No, my dog just keeps going crazy. I'm trying to figure out what.
No, but the more that you swear, Josh, the more the editor has to edit out for the actual podcast.
Yeah, me.
So you're saying by swearing I'm making work for Jack?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So yes, go ahead.
I would love.
That is fucking brilliant. I have exactly the fucking same thing when I do some fucking recording of fucking Rotor Riot. So you got Christian fucking Kapper as well, and he's sitting there going, "Fucking hell, I'm gonna have to fucking beep out all these fucking fucks." So
it must have been worse.
I make sure that long beep.
I just make sure that I keep things alive for him because I know right fucking now that Christian.
I thought we were cutting loose. I thought it was just
up and fuck.
Yeah, I think it's the best. Josh, can I have a request? Can I have a little intro for the show? Can you be like, "Hi, I'm Joshua Bardwell, and you're listening to Let's Drone Out, and you're going to learn."
Please.
I'm Joshua Bardwell.
Sorry, let's present him first.
Okay. Do you want to present me?
Go.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Frank will do it. There you go.
Okay, there you go. I'm Joshua Bardwell, and when I don't want to learn a damn thing, I listen to Let's Drone Out.
Brilliant. Love it.
That is so
on
going on someone's Tyrannus or something.
Yeah, that's on my trainers tomorrow.
Oh, and you guys have probably already done all the introductions here, but I'm finally going through all of these pictures here, and of course you got Schizo there. Schizo's being awfully quiet. How you doing, my man?
What up?
You getting ready for your Christmas break, dude?
Yeah, I'm already on it.
Damn. Hey, your boss is the best.
Congratulations on the new frame. I meant to say that. Congratulations on the new frame, and Joshua, congratulations on the flight controller. I heard about that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to know.
A new frame.
I want to know. I know that there are very few people in this industry whose opinion I actually respect, and Final Glide is one of them. I want to know Final Glide's honest opinion of my new flight controller, because I need to be taken down a peg.
Well, if you want, what you can do is send me out a flight controller, and what I will do especially for you is I can give you a flight controller review a la Time Cop. Do you guys remember?
What does that mean?
Do you remember when Time Cop did the NASA flight controller review?
Were they like red and F1 and stuff? Like, didn't have any UARTs.
Yeah. No, for those who don't know, Time Cop. Wait, raise hands if you guys know who Time Cop is. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, there's enough guys out there. Time Cop was a guy that he didn't have a very strong opinion on very many things. Yeah, he was a very shy guy. He didn't like to say things. And he really respected and enjoyed using DJI products. So he took it upon himself to give a review of a DJI NASA flight controller with a 10-pound hammer. And that was his review.
You're saying you'll do me the same favor. Good,
definitely, Joshua, definitely. But I can't take you down a peg because I haven't actually seen your flight controller in person. But
yeah, it's pretty much just
in all seriousness,
F4 with my name on it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what makes it cool. Because every time I pick it up, I feel like I learned it. Every time I pick it up, I feel like I've learned something.
Let's get on.
I love the layout. To be fair, the layout is nice.
Yeah,
someone needed to do that about 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But wait, going down the list, I see that there is a strange Swedish chap in the dark there. Yeah, and yeah,
he hasn't discovered light yet or fire.
That's as light as it gets.
No, he's definitely discovered fire.
He actually reminds me now, like he's all of a sudden gone back into the Rota DR1. He's gonna sit there and shoot drones out of the sky now, sort of stuff.
He looks more Canadian than the Canuck.
Canadian, eh?
What?
Yeah, Kirst is Canadian.
This is the first time I've actually been able to video chat you, David, since you started up, dude. The rocket knife / blade / punch. I love that shit. I've watched every single episode about five times each. I just love it, and like I've said before, I want to see a montage where the entire montage is just you picking up the rocket when it's still hot, burning yourself and squealing and then dropping it again. Because every time you don't learn, it's just like he picks. Like, dude, I just saw that last week.
Am I allowed to say like a retarded child? No, why? You know the MacBook punch. You know the joke you admitted.
Yeah.
Was it for monetary reasons, or did someone send you a really strong email?
No, that was monetary and no, not really. I don't care about that. Dark humor is not for everyone. It's like food. Some people don't get it.
Oh, look. Since he's got a puppy. Sorry.
Oh, the puppy. Put him on the screen.
David.
That's an old man.
Oh.
I've also decided that I'm not going to go to Sweden anytime soon, because if I get there, then David's going to convince me to do rocket slap.
Yeah. I still watch that clip, by the way. I have a really
I know,
nice...
like it's.
Have you jerked off to it? That's what I want to know.
Can we take this private?
No, people still give me shit about that video, David.
Really? Why?
Yeah, they just go every time every time you say something I don't like, they say I've got that on call, just so I can watch that over and over again, and it just makes me feel better about myself. That's what people say.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, for people that don't know, I have a clip of me slapping Chad in the face in slow motion at 1,000 frames a second, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not just a normal slap. My ears were ringing for 5 minutes afterwards.
It was a critical hit for sure. It was good. Like my hand hurt. You jerk.
The shit you do on a snowy day in Chad Kapper's house when you're bored shitless. Hey, can I slap you? Yeah, sure. At some point in time, I decided that was a good choice to do. I'm going to say yes to that. Life decisions. Learn, kids.
Scotty FPV in the chat has put rocket wank. I just wanted to say that out loud. Man, I need more drugs, man. Like every time I laugh, it really hurts.
Oh, man.
It really hurts. It sucks so.
Okay, guys, as presenters, you need to give all of the guests here, and you've got lots of guests here, you need to give them a hard and thought-provoking answer about the FPV industry, because that's why we're all here. And go.
We don't care. We just talk about,
Who is the biggest sellout?
Right, he's like remade the alien. It's just an alien that's slightly shorter.
Let's literally. Yeah, all I've actually done, this thing, I've just added bits of black cardboard to the edges to make the shape look different. It's actually the same kit.
I know, like. And then he's going to drill weird holes in the middle of OSD board, and then like write his name on it instead.
Well, I also noticed too, I'm actually, I did fib a little bit. I do have one of Joshua's boards coming, because someone told me that Joshua's board is actually just a schizo board painted a different color. If you scratch the paint away, you'll see the schizo logo underneath it.
Yeah, no, you got to remove the chip to see the schizo. It's true, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know if that's
it's
true
underneath the chip.
It is. I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. And the schizo board is actually just a Joshua Bardwell board.
I actually asked Preston for a schizo board. I was like, I had Bradders here. He was like, you got to try Race Flight, and so I asked for one, and he said yes. So
wow. All the shit.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and convert. Hasn't got back to me, so I might have to ask.
Have you seen the? Has anyone seen the videos of someone who put the Kalman filters from Race Flight into Betaflight?
No.
Someone got no idea what those filters are for a start, because we're all done.
Kalman filters are supposedly part of what makes Race Flight so magical. They're the pixie dust, or at least part of it. And
oh my God, we're learning stuff.
Since RS2K released the source, someone took the Kalman filter code out of Race Flight and put it in Betaflight, and then posted some videos of them flying around. It looks freaking amazing.
Wait, if you want to try that at home, kids, it's 4. I just thought of another thing that I'm actually very proud of.
And it's 4?
Yeah. So do you guys remember back in, like, say 2015, 2014? So the normal thing that what you would do is you'd post a video, and then you'd get your CLI dump, your entire CLI dump, and post it in the description. So that way everyone would know what your secret to the awesome video that you posted, and that was going to make everything good. So I got sick and tired after a while of people asking for my PIDs. So my answer just became default 4. If anyone asked me a number question, it was always 4. And then in one of my videos, I put in the description. It took me about 20 minutes. I changed every single command line interface line to 4. and then I had people starting getting mad at me because now their flight controllers wouldn't work.
It was so bad. He was like actually damaging people's quads. It was so bad. It was like, I remember that because he told me shortly after. Oh, man. How are you still popular? Like, why doesn't everyone hate you? You're such a knob. You're such a likable knob. Like, I get shit. I get people fucking email me every fucking day about how much of a cock I am. Like, fucking dancing around on fucking Rotor Riot, going to fucking the Great Wall of China. Like, and I'm here with like crippling depression with someone like being like, do it, kill yourself, do it.
That's because every time someone says that they want to send me hate
one
mail,
joke about Vegas.
Oh no, not this again.
Happy Christmas, everyone! Woohoo!
Happy Christmas, MF. Boom.
Christmas is fundamentally about wanting to kill yourself and not doing it, isn't it? That's the Christmas.
Stab yourself in the head.
Falling in love, actually.
Christmas is about enjoying the company and liking those people that you normally fucking hate.
That's why Chad's come on here today.
Yeah. Hi, Chad.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Fucking Skips is just like, oh fuck it, it's Christmas. I might as well come on. Let's drone out.
Yeah, and now he's wondering why the hell he's here.
And leave at any time, bro. I fully understand.
I want to ask Schizo. I'm gonna throw over to Schizo. I want to ask him if he's are you? I apologize. I don't follow you. I don't do much on Twitch at all. But are you like doing the gaming thing seriously now, in addition to flying? Are you like is that your thing, or is that just like a kind of a hobby?
I used to be a pro gamer back in like the 90s and
developer as well for a while.
Yeah, I was a game developer up until the whole quad stuff. But I just do it for fun. To answer in a short question, yeah, I don't do it seriously. I don't plan on being like this.
You were trying to, I mean, Twitch is huge right now, and not just scantily clad women.
Exactly.
You were trying to branch out.
He hasn't.
What's the game of choice?
Once I went on Twitch and saw like there was like this girl that just has like massive cleavage and she just paints like art and I would like to point out your girlfriend's behind you. Listen. I'm trying to learn like what Twitch, this kind of mean algorithm that's going on, and there's this girl that's basically half nude painting, and she has like 3 million viewers. I'm just like, I can't compete with this, and I totally backed off.
What's your people are asking in chat what your channel is? Can you say your channel name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Your Twitch channel. Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Do you need the chat, Skits?
Wait, is this our chat, the group chat, or is this everyone?
Hang on, no, hang on. Whoa. Look, it's this one. Hang on.
Link me.
Yeah, go there. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I've got a whole new chat to keep me busy now.
I didn't even know that. I feel bad. I've been kind of skipping out.
Dude.
Yeah, I haven't been watching the. Oh wow, there's people talking and everything.
Yeah. Twitch is Twitch used to be all about gaming, and now it's half like ChatterBait light.
Yeah, there's like the whole like life, I guess, section where it's just people vlogging essentially all day. Yeah. So
I watch gamers, and not even like big Twitch gamers, but when people in their live streams are like tipping them like $100, $500, and I'm like, I got to get in on that.
Oh yeah.
What?
How is it?
That's awesome. I want some.
Yep.
Yeah, hang on.
Apparently, all you got to do.
I've got an idea.
Apparently, all you got to do is
The
put your boobs out and
Jack's lost weight, so the jugs have gone down from a B to an A because we could have got a lot of money.
Chad, take your shirt off.
Why do I do a show with him?
Yeah,
like
Chad.
of all the people, like what did I do wrong in life?
Wait.
Oh,
nipples again.
There we go. We've got official.
Chad, Present final glide, please. This is
Wait.
Chad, come back.
Oh
Come
God,
back, Chad.
No, he's taking his trousers off.
I think
You
what's going
know
on.
what's happening.
What's
Don't turn off the light.
I think
My life.
I think what's worse about this is just think of what time it is in Australia right now. It's like 7 in the morning in Australia, and Chad's there
Can you
on a
get me right nude
podcast.
right now?
Taking his
Yeah,
trousers
he's
off.
actually naked.
Look, I don't want to.
Nude.
Fuck's sake.
Jesus.
Oh my God, is he actually naked? This is
Why does this
fucking
always
hilarious.
happen?
Happy
Yeah,
Christmas!
I tell you what, guys.
That's the spirit of Christmas.
If I start
You're gonna have
if I
to
start
put your
painting
sock over
now,
your cock, just in case.
if I start
Totally
painting,
fucked
you guys
if you
better start giving me like
accidentally
one. If I start painting, now, you guys better give me like $500 donations. I tell
This
you.
is absolutely
There's
brilliant.
one thing missing. There's one thing missing. It was a beautiful woman that everyone was following,
I know.
not that strange-looking Australian.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
People are
let's
people are
open
saying in
some-
the chat for Chad to not accidentally stand up.
Yeah, dude, take your
Oh
sock
God.
and put it over your cock. Put your sock over your cock.
He needs a stocking. You gotta keep it.
And put your
seasonal.
PayPal in the fucking chat, man.
I was going to say, where can I send the donations to, please?
I've got to say, I've got a friend of mine in the chat now who's I've recently got him into FPV, and he has literally just put in the chat, "What is happening?" What's going on?
Fuck's sake.
Oh dear.
Why are my heroes getting naked on the internet for money?
Do you know what I mean?
No, there's no money. He's doing it for free.
He's doing it for free. There we go. So it's fine. It's fine
I'm doing
if you
it
do for free.
I'm doing it for the love and admiration.
I know what we can do.
Pal Drones 2 in the chat says, if Super Chat was on, I would drop $100. Jack, turn Super Chat on. Tony, turn Super Chat on, Tony.
No, totally not. I'm not
We
doing
need
it.
clickbait. What we need to do is have Chad's new quad covering
Change-
covering his bits, and then we need to present.
No, we
Then
don't.
have
Don't
Chad
listen to
stand
Tony.
up with his
He
bits
thinks the
covered
Earth's
by
flat.
his
Thinks
quad. Clickbait.
There's lizard people
I'll be-
running
I'll
the
be right-
world.
I'll be right back, guys.
Don't listen to
Oh, no.
Frank's
I want to see the
presenting
new,
for Christmas after all.
Oh, God damn it.
the new David Windestall slow motion slap is going to be slapping Chad's buttocks.
Now, are you flying 5-inch or 7 or 6? Come on, we want to know.
You know, I'm a big boy. I fly the big ones.
They asked me how big I was. I said, I don't know. I only fly up to 5-inch props. I got nothing to compare it to.
I mean, but look, but
I now know how NJ feels when I open my mouth.
Hey,
Mr.
Joshua.
Creatures, you know, I tried, I really did. I was going to be like, yo, show us some of your drawings. I'm sorry. What the hell have I done?
I'm worse than these guys usually. I'm on my best behavior right now.
Show us your
You can take
drawings.
those off as well. We really don't mind.
Are you naked from the waist down? If not, get your drawings.
Right?
And
That's
if
good.
so,
click-
get your wallets.
Jesus Christ, man! I honestly like.
Maybe I could have Chad hold one up in front of himself.
Hey,
Like
someone
one
in
of my
the
pieces.
someone in the chat told Chad to stop playing with his boomerang.
He always comes back. Woo!
I'm imagining that's because he's Australian and boomerangs. I guess.
Get it?
I get it.
Blowing on his own
Hang
didgeridoo.
on. Is this hang on. So, do you got those of you that maybe younger may not know who Crocodile Dundee is, but that was my perception of Australia. And you remember? Do you remember how you had that thing on the little rope and it would go wow, wow? Does that really happen there?
Yeah,
is that like a thing?
Wait, I'm gonna go out and make a telephone call. I'll be right back.
That's his mobile.
And then he realizes the postman came. Oh man! Like,
Oh my gosh.
We need the clickbait, Chad.
God.
What's
Just put your webcam right up to your nipple. Yeah. There you go.
Whoa.
Just
Oh,
the nipple.
no.
Just the nipple.
Oh no.
There you go. Clickbait.
We can call this episode Chad's Areola. Let's go for that.
Yeah, it's like. Now that's a knife.
Damn! I should have called my quad that, the areola.
The areolus, yes.
All right,
It
so
sounds
wait,
fancy.
there's
You
another
don't know
myth.
what it is.
So, those of us that watch The Crocodile Hunter, he's always like, crikey. Is that like a thing they say? Because I've heard from another Australian that you guys don't ever say that.
No, they say stuff like too easy and
Yeah,
stuff
too
like
easy.
that, and no worries.
So
No worries.
Never a problem.
I think one of the biggest myths is the shrimp on the Barbie saying that Paul
we
Hogan,
don't even say shrimp.
because they don't say shrimp, they say prawn. It's something that was said for America, and that's caught out. Right?
Yeah, the whole shrimp on the Barbie thing was literally, it was made up for a holiday ad campaign for America, and it kind of stuck. But the whole crikey thing, that is a really hardcore country saying.
That's
so
what I
like
thought.
the people out in the country, they might say it occasionally. It's not that common. But like the only time I'll ever say that is when I'm over in America, just to get you guys going.
Yeah.
It's like, crikey, mate, truth. What the hell's going on there?
Chad, can you say, this is from Tina Stormcaller, can you say, that's not a knife, that's a rocket knife?
Okay.
That's not a knife. Now that's a knife.
I want to hear Chad. I want to hear Chad do an intro. Sorry, I want to hear Chad do an intro to the show.
Present
but
Chad
in a bad Australian accent.
Yeah, let's do it in a really bad Australian accent. That's not a knife.
Yeah.
That's a rocket
Okay.
knife.
Look, we're gonna do a family friendly one.
two versions.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's
We
the
have the
Australian,
PG
the
version.
Australian mate is, g'day mate, how the fuck are you? This is fucking Black drawn out. And we're just going to talk shit out, brother. So let's get the fuck going with this.
How are you this chippy at 5 a.m.?
I could be even worse. That's very low. That's level-headed Australian.
Chad,
use any of that.
Do your UK accent.
My UK accent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it in front of the.
You
UK
just have
guys.
to use the word literally and everything.
If you got a cup of tea.
Oh, I knew it. Hello, Gov.
That's funny.
Hey there, Governor. Hey, Governor, you got a cup of tea? One number two.
I love how everyone puts the word.
May I have some more?
Yeah, governor's a super weird one.
I've never said the word governor in my life, only on this podcast. To explain that we don't say governor. What is a governor?
I don't.
But the thing is that. But I also think that I can speak just like Schizo, and all of a sudden I go, y'all get over here right now.
I want to hear you say. Are you all right, Jack?
I'm in pain. Sorry.
What are you
Shit,
cracking
sorry.
open?
I know. I actually started.
What is
Probably
that you're
shouldn't
drinking?
mix these.
Oh, just we're taking drugs live on air, folks. Live on air.
Prescription, should we say?
They
Yeah.
are prescription drugs.
Yeah, man. Oxycodone, like for real.
Oh wow,
I know.
good stuff.
You're
I feel
hot,
like.
Go.
Yeah.
Hey, Schizo, that darling girlfriend of yours in the background, you got to hug her because someone thinks that she rage quitted a game just then.
She does not play games on that thing. It's too old.
Can we hug her
Everyone
anyway?
Rage quit a video game. Yeah.
What is? ask her. What is the sexiest thing about Jonathan Davis?
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah. Now we want to know.
You're being presented.
If you had to choose, would you have Chad Nowak
Naked.
Wait, what
or
now?
both
With
at
a
the
cricket
same
bat.
time?
That's actually a
everyone
legit
wants to
question.
know what's my sexiest quality.
Is it the quad flying, or is it an attribute?
Is he as smooth in the bedroom as he is on the sticks?
She said my eyeballs.
Josh,
That's her answer to that question.
Josh needs to say that again. Listen to that. Josh, say it again, man.
I said, is he as smooth in the bedroom as he is on the sticks?
I couldn't bring that. I couldn't.
No,
ask that. I heard that. Though. I couldn't do it.
Stick the headphones on there and let him say that, please. For the love of Christ.
No, it's
So
too
the
much.
thing though, if we're comparing the schizo style into the bedroom, it's smooth with the occasional sort of twitchiness where you just flip around very quickly and then.
Yeah.
That's as opposed to the Chad Nowak style where you just go full throttle for about 40 seconds and then fall.
Exactly. Like,
No, you got to remember, he does a bit of fluffing first.
I may only be small, but I can last a long time, at least 40 seconds.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're sitting there naked.
You're having a hard time concentrating.
I am.
I love you, David.
Are you
Even though you're probably going to get me arrested one day for being friends with you.
Are you getting a little bit hot and sweaty there, David? You have a wife, you know that. You have a wife.
But yeah.
He's Swedish, man.
There we go. It's 1 hour. 1 hour.
Right.
I killed it.
Next one, Josh.
Next one, Josh.
One's good.
Is there a theme to this show?
One's just the right amount.
Let's drone out.
Joshua.
Shit, there's your thing.
What?
Joshua, dumb question. Whereabouts in the US do you live? Before you answer that, just know that I don't know where any of the states are in America still.
The southeast, near the Appalachian Mountains.
South.
You can type in our
Okay, cool,
private chat if you want to tell him. Or give him a geo.
In Knoxville, Tennessee.
We need the longitude and latitude, sir.
My address is people always warn me. They're like, "Oh, hey, your address was in your video," and I'm like, I don't really hide my address.
Yeah,
I don't.
I live in a city. I'm fine.
You're like, show up and you'll see what happens.
Yeah, show up and you might learn something.
You're gonna learn something today.
I actively try and hide my address, and people still send me shit like this. I mean, like,
I want to see a review.
What is that? A flying Christmas ornament?
Yeah, it's like a fucking deadly. Like, you click it. Hang on. And
What?
Hang on. Yeah, I know.
It's Christmassy. Oh, hey, see, that's brilliant. That's a stocking filler.
It's fucking deadly.
It looks like it's out of control.
That's a stocking filler if ever I saw one.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I might want to, fucking frame or something, or, from Final Glide, and I get that. You know what I mean? I get stuck with Tony.
What are you talking about? That is my frame.
Christmas ball bag edition.
That would be hilarious, though. Everyone that bought his frame and that shows up. That'd be sweet.
No, I only asked Joshua because at some point in time I want to organize a trip around America rather than actually doing filming like I've done in the past with Rotor Riot and lots of stuff, but to go and just catch up with lots of people that I've known so well online but never actually met. And Josh is certainly one, and like catch up with Schizo again. It's been too long since me and Jonathan have got together and get a fly on some stuff. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. All this online crap and making videos or going to competitions. None of that really makes any difference. To me, it's getting together in a park and just having a good old laugh and enjoying the company of one another.
And getting naked.
I don't think we do enough of that. Exactly. Yeah, get naked.
Can we come?
No, you're not invited.
No.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's like Let's Drone Out. You don't invite Let's Drone Out unless you want something on fire.
I have to say, I hate to travel mostly. I hate to travel, but if there was a place, people are always like, why don't you come to my city and fly with me? And I'm like, I don't know why I would. I don't really. But if there was one place I want to travel, it seems like there's so many cool pilots down under, like so many cool places, like Stickman, I think, is in Australia. Chad, of course. Yep. I would hop over to New Zealand and visit Bruce, and just so many interesting people down there. What's with you guys? Yes. What's with you guys? What's with Australians in RC? Why? Why is that?
Got nothing better to do?
Well,
very unemployed.
They all fly mode 1, which is of course the better mode. So
shut up, northern monkey.
So you'll see, Joshua, at the moment we start talking about why is Australia so good, all the bloody all the UK freaks sit there and start taunting because they threw all that shit away and now they want it back.
Shut up! You literally pulled the transmitter upside down.
Yeah.
Fucking imbeciles. The reason why we sent you away on boats, you had like an island you're all even scared to go to anyway.
All right, so let's tune into the chat. They say that their reasoning for Australia being hardcore into RC is because their internet is shit.
and there's nothing else fun to do but drink.
Someone, I was gonna say, someone make that whoever said that, make them a moderator, and they already are.
What I want to know is if you're flying FPV in Australia, is it an actual possibility to get kicked, like dropped kicked by a kangaroo from behind?
You don't.
They are vicious, those things.
Hey, wait. I'm going to take you guys out, see if there's any kangaroos out in the backyard. I'm going to walk out of my backyard
at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, so what's the difference between a kangaroo and a wallaby?
The size, pretty much. A wallaby is like a
wallaby.
Notice he knows the answer. Notice he knows the answer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've seen it in video.
You know, this is the view from that famous video where Chad demonstrated that one shot actually does make a difference. I recognize this view.
Oh, I recognize.
Yeah, there we go.
I recognize this too.
Remember
Like
that?
really poor quality Bigfoot footage, maybe.
There it is. We've seen it, folks. There it is.
Do you recognize this?
Chad, you're verifying that the chat is correct about the crappy internet.
Everything we've worked for.
Oh my god, this is bad.
Oh, Greg's
It's
in the
okay,
chat
guys.
as well.
This guy's like, I hope there's no reflective surfaces.
It's okay, guys. This live cast went R-rated a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Bigfoot.
I recognize that yard anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Bardwell.
Yeah, Mr.
You get
Winstall.
into the hobby.
How did I get into the hobby? You know, I'll tell you the truth. When I was 15, my uncle gave me an RC plane. I flew it until I crashed it and lost it, and then that was it. But I always loved that. And then like 3-4 years ago, a friend of mine brought his Phantom over to my house, and I said, "Well, that's pretty cool." But yeah, but it was so much fun to fly. I couldn't believe it. And I got back into RC after that. I started with a Bixler, and I started watching flight test.
And 2 months later, you found a thing called Black Box Flight Recorder, and he was done.
It was a little longer than 2 months, but then eventually I started flying multi-rotors, and you know the rest is history. But you and the flight test guys were a big part of that. Back then, it was so hard to find information, and when you did find information, the production quality was crap. Flight test was educational, entertaining, and well produced. You know,
don't worry, I blame David.
What can I say? Dynamite Girl says she wish she had hairy nips, just like you, Kat.
That's what you got to do. Like you gotta rub that hair Rogaine stuff around your nipples enough.
Hair Rogaine.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, you get rub that around there, and that's actually what gives you the talent. That's the secret sauce to flying good.
Well,
Frank, can you mod Dynamite Girl,
yeah,
please?
man, make her a mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Josh, write in the chat so you can mod as well. Sorry, babe. Oh, she's not paying attention.
That's
Sorry,
right.
Chad. Carry on.
No, Joshua, you were saying how the whole flight test thing had such a big effect on you early on, and I was certainly the same. It's funny because every time I think about when I'm chatting to David, I kind of pinch myself a little bit because I got into drones and quads, all that sort of stuff myself because I'd watched it a little bit, but the thing that convinced me was the Backbone flight test episode where Chad Kapper, Joshua, David, and Josh Bixler and David were in that abandoned warehouse, and they were flying it like through windows at like Like they were going.
And they
through
were on the
windows,
roof
like,
as well.
Yeah, but they were going through the windows at like a crawling pace, and I'm going, "It's so obscene! It's like it's amazing!"
Yes.
Yeah. And
You see those,
yeah.
You see those old
For
videos
me, it
of
was-
Blackout, and you're like,
Yeah.
you watch him, and you're like, he's going so slow, and his quad flies like shit. But when you saw him the first time, your mind was blown. I was like, I have to do this.
Yeah. Well,
I want to marry Boris B.
I still remember watching David's early tricopter videos, like that one where he's following the combine harvester, and then he goes in. Then he goes into the forest. And forest scene you did, David, that was just like, holy shit, that is just so fun. And I still love watching it, but I go back today and I just go, oh yeah, he's idling along. Back in those days, it was like warp factor 5.
Dick ripping speed.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys ever watch Juz? He did a long time ago. He did a video of him flying around a little playground. Do you remember that? It was like on 2S or something. My mind was blown.
No, that was
video.
Boris, wasn't it? Boris.
Boris was the construction site.
That's what it was.
No,
Boris was the construction site.
I'm telling you.
No, Juz did it.
Early video.
Juz did it very early.
Yeah, he did it super early and with some sort of 500 size, some pretty big.
Yeah, it was a QAV 400 that he was doing some proximity craft stuff with. Yeah.
But some of those early videos were amazing. Actually, pretty quick, like for the early stuff.
And I gotta say too, Juz is one of those guys that I wish was involved in like videos, and would himself personally. I wish he was out there in the public eye a bit more, because he reminds me a lot of Schizo. He's one of those people where it is ultra positive all the time, just a good all-round guy. You can't knock him. Got a lot of time for that guy, but he's one of those people who goes, I just want to go and fly. He's a bit like, say, Carlos Chapu. He's not interested in being out there in the limelight. It's just a guy who just has a passion about doing something. And but it's just a pity that he's not out there more, because he's a super cool guy. And every time I'm down Melbourne way, always got to catch up with Juz. He's a good guy.
Yeah, wasn't this thing called Golden, where he like down the water and all that? Oh.
Some of the old school pilots. So, you know it's it's a good quality stuff when you can still watch it to this day and appreciate it for. The production, like that video that I was talking about of David's, I still watch that and I still go, wow.
Really? Stop it.
But a good video is a good video, and it's not about the technology at the time or the quality of the pilot or whatever. A good video is a good video. It's kind of like watching a good movie 10 years later. You can still appreciate it and enjoy it, even though the special effects might not be as good.
Yeah, it's got good shelf life.
The music of going to space, the glass houses or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
David, you're so good at shit, man.
That's actually
mental.
Christian Kapper who did that.
Whatever. You two should make babies. There should be some sort of law.
Space babies that can make music, sure they.
Can I just say, I'm just looking on Facebook, and all I can see is just screenshots of this podcast with pictures of Chad, and it just says a naked Chad on a podcast, and that is the caption. And everyone, so yes, definitely trending on Facebook at the moment.
We're reeling them in.
Oh, now the pants are on the head.
Pants on the head.
Oh no.
Okay, who's next? Who's next? Okay?
People want to know if Jack's drugs have kicked in yet.
Yeah, man. I haven't been straight in about 2 weeks, man. Like I've been like
straight as in sexually. What are we talking about?
Oh man, just not on drugs. I got like I've had meters. I don't know what that is in inches.
No one knows.
My intestines cut out.
No one cares. Just keep it in metric. No one cares about the imperial shit. Just keep it in metric.
Yeah, like, and I've got a 15. I mean, Tony like took a picture of my catheter where my piss was. It's just like, yeah, I thought
pictures of your wee.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know, like, and then brought my ex-girlfriend to the hospital to like visit me as well. That was brilliant.
You know,
he gave me a Christmas card with "Get Well" written in it, and told me to eat better.
It was a Christmas card and a "Get Well" card in one.
I've never been in hospital and wish to die so much till Tony came and visited me.
Mate, the best thing about Jack being in hospital was his he had a button that I could press.
Morphine button, yeah. Oh,
my God. Oh,
so he got hold of it and like nearly fucking executed me. it was like I was a prisoner, you know, in America, you know, like remote injection kill.
I loved it.
Like he would just press the button every 5 minutes, my eyes would just roll back and I'd start dribbling.
It was actually he had a pause button. It was great. I asked him a question and then just didn't want the answer, so just pressed the button and his eyes rolled back and he went like that, and it was great. I loved it.
This sounds like a normal day at Schizo's house, though.
Hey, let's go, Schizo's.
I'd love to know what Schizo's into. Like, what turns Schizo on? Or should we not talk about that? Hang on, wait. Let's drone out should mute me any minute. Wait for it.
We're supposed to be.
What turns him on behind him?
Long walks on the beach.
Yeah. Ooh. Wait, it's a Christmas special. So do you want to sack?
Wait, what?
I heard sack. I heard Christmas.
I didn't hear the question.
Too early in the night for you. Too early in the night for you.
No, you bugged out. You bugged out, man. Your internet. Your Australian internet.
Yeah, the potato internet.
I think I just thought
I said, speaking of that, since it's Christmas time, do you want to see Santa's sack?
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't. Trust
that happens every year.
You don't.
We all want to see Santa's sack, Chad.
I don't.
Okay, here we go.
I really don't. I really liked having this podcast.
God.
For the love of Christ, someone.
Baby boy wants to let Chad know, why are you still on dial-up?
If you want the full explanation, this is my full explanation. National government that happens to be in charge at this point in time. So to give people an explanation here, so we had the one side of the government, the Labour government, which is like the Liberal government is the Conservative Party, so it's the opposite of what America is. So when I say liberal, it's the opposite way. The Labour government was in charge, and they said, we need to update our internet because the internet's shit in Australia. So they came up with this really big, bold, but expensive plan of putting fibre all through Australia and basically getting it to nearly every single home. And then we had an election, and the Liberal government said, well, we're going to do the same thing, but what we're going to do is we're only going to bring fibre to the node, and then we're going to use our 60-year-old copper network to get it from the node to the household. So essentially what's going to happen is performance isn't going to increase at all, but it's going to cost half of what it would have cost the other guys. And that's what we've got. So we've got, it still cost us a shit ton, but our performance is basically no better for most people.
Very nice. Very nice. Sounds like a good deal.
Oh, yeah. So I'm 35 minutes drive from the center of my state capital. And on a good day, I have 5 megabits download and half a megabit upload with a ping of about 60 to 90 milliseconds. Oh. The other day I tried it and I had a ping of 1,500, nice. A download of 0.8 of a megabyte and an upload of 0.4 of a megabyte. Yes.
Yeah, I have 1,000 and 1,000 now, so I'm just rubbing that in your face.
Fucking Katie David sometimes.
That's the
I live in the middle of the country, Sweden.
We
Like,
done
in the
kicked
middle of
off.
nowhere.
And yet somehow you still can't afford electric lights.
I know. It's just priorities, man.
He's using all the power for the internet.
But
You know what
I
I mean?
really
It
need
takes
to
a
put
lot.
lights in here.
But I prefer it like that because now he looks all dark and mysterious. And he might.
It looks like he's in candlelight, like he's like about to romance.
So carbon filament bulbs, you know what he's like.
He may kill you with an axe in your sleep.
We've got David Winterstill. We've got David Winterstill in a darkened room and Chad Kapper with no clothes on. Welcome to the Let's Drown Out podcast, everybody.
Everyone's always wanted to see Chad Kapper naked. So that.
Oh, did I say Chad Kapper? My apologies.
Okay. The world gets those Chads mixed up.
Have we talked anything about drones today? Oh shit! I said drones.
NJ, say something sensible, please, for the love of Christ.
It's too far gone now. It's I tried.
Which drone is the best to fly when you're drunk? NJ.
The best. Sorry, say that again. The best drone to fly when drunk.
Yes.
Tiny Whoop.
The one with GPS hold positioning, I think, probably. One where you can fall over and not.
Just so you know, we've got the CAA on at some point, so I think I should all say that the answer is 0. There is no drone to fly.
That's a trick question.
When under the
CAA, we all need to be drinking.
They're coming on here. We can ask them to undress. It's you top off. It's just normal for Let's Drone Out. Oh God, what are they going to do?
God.
Are we going to send them like links to this? They're just not going to come on.
I've got a ping of 12 milliseconds, download of 101, an upload of 522.
Fascinating.
I am so high on
that. Fuck you, Chad Nowak. I don't understand what
that's some great content right there.
It really is. David, what's
I'm not even trying.
Have we got any Christmas special coming up, or any Christmas themed rocket knifing?
It's just going to be a clip show or like highlights and some talking, something. There's no light in Sweden, like at all. Like,
when's the sun setting at the minute?
Currently it's like 2:30.
Oh my God.
And it rises at around, what is it, 11-ish?
Yeah, but it's winter solstice today.
Yeah,
This is the shortest day. We're going back from tomorrow. We're going back to the sun. So
Yet somehow it's just only winter starting, which I never made sense to me. It's like if the days are getting longer, shouldn't it be getting hotter? Shouldn't winter be over?
Yeah, Tony, isn't the world flat anyway?
Let me tell you, right. The light bulb is going around the conveyor belt around the flat Earth, and it is reaching you guys now.
So Tony thinks that
do this XLR cable and hang myself with it.
Tony thinks the world's flat, everybody.
Fuck sake, like.
I can't believe you all got duped into thinking it's round.
That is true, though. That is true, though. If you think about it, on winter solstice, you'd think that that'd be where winter sort of ended, but it doesn't.
Or at least the middle of winter.
No.
But it's only just going to start getting cold.
But there's a conspiracy there.
I don't think that makes a lot of sense.
But
Curry
the light bulb
the word
coming back
lizard
towards
people.
us.
Hang on, no. Curry Kitten said the light bulb's being carried by lizard people. It was all the way down.
Welcome to Let's Drone Out, where we think it's flat, the Earth,
We were full.
and light bulb.
Miss Creatures, please can you show us some of your drawings?
Yes,
Because
Yeah,
I'm getting nagged. Does anyone
you're on the spot.
jump out so we can get Chad Kapper in?
Okay, how about this one? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Can you see it?
She's so talented.
Man.
Damn.
Nice.
This is a piece for Vince. He was in a DRL race, I guess.
Yeah.
He wanted a tattoo, so I did something for him.
Oh, wow.
Bro,
Yeah, and this
just made me realize how much I suck at drawing.
Everyone's really good at drawing. You just have to do it every day.
Could you do an LDO one, like with naked people and just like chat, rubbish?
I don't know where it is, but I did one of a guy where he's like rubbing his nipples, but they're motors. Some people like
I think that would be good to send to Australia.
Yeah.
That won't get through custom.
Yeah. That's the recent one, the Power Loop
Oh,
cereal.
that's cool.
I think,
Yeah, so I got a bunch of t-shirts coming out.
I think we should do an LDO one, definitely.
Right.
That would be great.
Just quickly, I'm going to tag out and we'll get Chad Kapper in here. So I'll see you guys all in a bit.
Thanks, Andrew.
See you later, buddy.
Enjoy.
Bye, Joe. Love you. Put your hand up like a tag. Oh, he's gone.
Wimbledon.
More.
Wimbledon.
Guys, can I ask Josh a question? Because I saw a picture that came up on Facebook, and it was a picture of Josh. He was on a stage. He had a guitar. There was a microphone. He was singing into it. Josh, what is the background behind that? Because I love music. And I never knew that about you. So what was
And I
the
wasn't wearing a
story?
shirt either, was I?
Oh, I don't.
You
I
had
don't care
hair
about
as
that.
well.
It's true.
I don't care about all the skirt nonsense.
And I had
Oh,
great big fluffy hair too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
He was wearing eyeliner though.
not yet, not yet.
Well,
I posted that because I got accused of only wearing skirts as a publicity stunt, and I was like,
saw
I've
that.
been wearing them. There was like mid-20s in that wearing a skirt, and yeah, I was at some kind of a hippie festival, and I play guitar, or I haven't played in a long time really, but I technically probably still play. I could pick one up, but I was it was just the oldest picture I could find where I was wearing a skirt. that's the gist of it.
It was the oldest picture you could find where he had hair.
I did. I had a lot of hair. I tried to grow my hair out in the 20s. I wanted to have long hair, but the problem is I have a hair. It's commonly known as a Jew fro. If you're familiar with that term, my hair just gets bigger.
I've got one of them.
Bigger
Yeah.
and bigger and bigger and bigger. It never actually gets longer. It
No,
just gets bigger.
I'm the same. I'm the same. It grows up, not along or down.
Yep.
Does anyone know what's happened to Final Glide?
Oh,
Children.
he just went off. He just nakedly run off. Kapper's in the house.
Everyone, Chad Kapper has joined.
Right, Chad.
Kapper,
you've got to get undressed. You need to take your top off. Here he goes.
Yes,
Chad Kapper, everyone.
Leave your hat on. Chad, if you thought getting sued by Canadians was bad, welcome to Let's Drone Out. I just and also what's worse is I've brought a Canadian on with me. Do you recognise her?
I see that.
Miss Creatures?
Yes, I do.
You were the one who you were like, this girl's cool, and I was like, I need her on this show. I was like, in Chad I trust. I was like,
She is
David's
responsible
cool.
for most of the artwork in our hobby space.
Yeah.
There's so many ideas.
Well, yeah, it's a fresh space.
Can you tell her to draw more tricopters? Me and David are offended.
If she could do an LDO one in the future, it'd be great. And this one, like, what happened tonight? That would be cool.
I feel like my buttons are too undone
could
now.
you do like a improv drawing whilst you chat on, and we'll put it up at the end.
It's sad, but I mean, he's moving around so much. Can you stay still like a French girl for me?
Great.
Yeah.
I love the quote.
You need a wider angle lens, man.
Wait, isn't it? What time is it where Chad is?
Like 5 a.m. and he's naked.
I was gonna say that's awfully early.
Yeah.
He had his pants on his head earlier, like you know how like you work really hard on something, like say flight test, and someone ruins it.
All I heard that was hard on.
When you work
There's so
really
many
hard.
people here right now.
I know.
When you work really hard on a project, say like flight test, and then someone ruins it.
By asking.
I so know how you feel.
Yeah, by asking you on here.
Yeah, like he's accidentally gonna show his knob. The whole fucking screen's gonna go red. I'm gonna get fucking really bad emails from Google. They're gonna be like, "We trusted you. Like someone verified your account. AdSense isn't ever gonna touch me. They're gonna avoid me like a bad case of AIDS."
Google doesn't trust anyone.
Fucking, I know. Like, I'm sure I want to watch this because I'm friends with David.
David, are you coming to us through candlelight or what's going on there?
Yeah, I moved all the lights out into the workshop because I'm shooting a video of me turning a meteorite ring.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I made one for your son.
I know.
Oh, he just showed up.
Some guy in another land a bunch of money to make him a meteorite ring.
Isn't that a normal thing to do?
I think.
Okay, good.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I want one as well.
Yeah, it's I got a meteorite. Let's see if my my candlelight is not going to allow this. This is what's left. Oh man, you can't see anything.
So I'm
more
totally
light.
fascinated about how you did it. I'm
Really, especially
curious.
in that lighting conditions without cutting your knob
how
off.
can anybody work in that?
Like, do you make stuff by sense of smell? Like, how do you work?
That's why I have all the lights out in the shed where I do the turning. So I
Is
haven't lit
that why he locked you in his fucking sex basement, Kapper? Like, there's no lights down there. He works best in there. You know,
Well,
it's
yeah.
like pungent.
You have to keep it cold. It does have to be dry, though.
Yeah. It's
You do have to admit, though, David, that spot underneath the stairs where Kappa kept you, where I found you that time, it was actually quite spacious.
It is. It's cozy.
I want to find that video. Is it on Facebook? Where is that video?
It was on Facebook.
I think it was on Facebook. I mean, you had a lot of dust on you. I had to dust all the dust off you, and then wind you back up again. And he's like,
Yep. Good old days, man.
There are so many people on here right now.
I know. I really want Josh to go and get another whiskey.
I have more. I just don't think I should drink it.
Yeah,
I think you should.
Like, what else have you got to do, man? You do loads of work.
When you get to the point, Josh, where you start taking your clothes off.
Yeah, look what's happened to Chad. He's sober. He's just Australian. They're always drunk.
Look, man, I am on these. Like, you know, I can. My hands barely work. You know what I mean? Like, you can trust me. You'll be fine.
Jack, wake up, Jack.
Shit.
Oh no.
Jack, did I upload the photo you sent me?
Oh man.
Please.
So,
anything incriminating to any one of these on here would be great.
I don't think any of you would be on here if he sent you that photo.
Question for Curry Kittens just emailed me. Text message me. Hang on.
Sensible now. Come on.
2 seconds.
The people in the chat ask questions. We're reading and we'll answer them.
No, we might learn something then.
Is there the Q&A tab?
Right.
You like Chad from Rogue Riot? Oh my god.
Guys, let's go.
I think I just broke it.
The first one what comes in, let's ask. We're waiting.
There we go.
Why is one person naked? That's the first question we're going to answer.
That's a valid question.
And that's the
wait. That's not
because
that
person is Chad
the
Nowak.
The question needs to be, why is not everyone not naked?
That's what they're asking.
I can't ask him that.
Why would you not be naked?
Noak is always naked. He's only dressed when we shoot the episodes.
Yeah. Every time I was around at Kappa's house, whenever the cameras turned off, the clothes would come off, and I'd just start wiping my genitalia on his bits just to sort of mark my territory.
That's not true.
Right. Chad, Kappa, I'm going to send you.
Is Schizo actually on this, or is he working and he doesn't know we're watching him?
I'm working.
It's his new Twitch stream. It's a slice of life thing. He's going to take his clothes off in a minute.
We've hacked his camera.
I'm here. I'm just working. Please, letting you guys ramble in the background, you know.
Please, so you are
take
working.
your shirts off, please.
Are you playing a game?
No.
So take your shirt
If I was
off,
playing a game, you would hear me cussing right now, like nonstop, probably.
Yo, Chad, I've sent you a question via Facebook from Curry Kitten, who was on earlier. Apparently, he looks like you, and he wonders, does anyone mistake you for him?
Hold on. I have to.
It's very, very confusing.
Yeah,
I got.
that's
if you could.
So the question is, Chad Kapper, do you walk around down the street and people randomly come up to you and go, "Are you Curry Kitten?"
Are you Curry Kitten?
You know what? It's happened 3 times, and I didn't know what the heck was happening. Hold on, I gotta see what it looks like.
Hang on. I'm gonna send you Curry Kitten's YouTube, and then you can follow him, and I think that'll be quite funny.
He does this a lot. Well, hello.
Wait, I have another. Oh, I have so many windows open. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking up the profile. Oh, is he? Okay, he's an FPVer.
Yep.
Hold on. So far, all I see is quadcopters.
Yeah, he used to do like game endings, video game endings and
He's
stuff.
got a Bixler plane.
Andy RC, you still there? Can I kick you and get Curry Kitten on for a bit?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Wait, you're gonna kick somebody out?
No,
don't kick me. Yeah, man.
And
wait,
yeah,
can
we'll
we
get Curry.
Wait, can we vote who gets kicked out?
What?
No, because
I've got a good idea. I've got a good idea. If you don't take the top off, you get kicked. There you go. That's it.
I'd rather be set on fire.
You go first, then, Tony.
Damn straight, Tony. High five, man.
I can cut out, guys, if you want Curry Kitten to come in. Let me know.
Yeah. Once again, because
Tony's shirt off now.
Happy Christmas.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
Right. Who's next? I'm not getting kicked.
I'm going to report this video to Google. I think it's gotten.
I've already have twice.
Okay,
and you're the host.
I have to say,
would you
I'm
guys
embarrassed.
believe me? Would you guys believe me if this is not the first time that I've done a naked chat group? But the last time everyone was naked.
Someone asked a sensible question.
Come on.
Dynamite Girl goes, on the reverb, are the antennas the antenna protectors replaceable?
Oh yeah.
Are they what?
Are the antenna
Replaceable.
replaceable?
Are the antennas?
I could show you, but the picture quality here is probably really
Wait,
shit.
I don't understand the question. Are the antennas
As long as it pixelates the right bits, Chad.
Yeah.
And
I'm cold. It's winter here. Can I get dressed again?
They're talking about the antenna protectors are just tubes, but I'm guessing they're talking about the antenna mounts. The antenna mounts are just a plastic, I guess, a plastic molded part that you don't have to have in the frame if you don't want to use them and that sort of stuff. And you could buy them separately. You can replace them. Yeah,
that's the standard antenna tube, though, that you can buy anywhere.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
No, I think they're talking about the little mount that I've got that mounts the antennas.
Oh, okay.
So there's not too much details about that.
But those aren't going to break, are they?
No.
I mean, you'd have to.
It's hard to see.
You'd pretty much have to use a razor blade to break.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty
much.
It's not the biggest issue you're gonna have if those break.
Nope. Yeah. If that breaks, there's not much left of the quad.
I don't like being the only two naked. Can someone else take their top off? I vote.
I would love to see a chat room full of half-naked men, and the girl is fully clothed.
That's why we're not making any money.
Tony, shut up.
I'm so sorry, Kirst.
Tony,
have you guys not been watching the headlines lately?
I vote. Who do I vote? Who do we lose to get someone in? Curry Kitten. Curry Kitten, you need to take your top off.
Yeah,
That's the only way you're allowed in here.
Dressed, but I don't really want anybody else to get naked.
So are you guys confused talking right now?
I vote for David because we can't see anything anyway.
Yeah,
feel alone.
Off, David. Don't have anything on.
Wait, we don't. Everybody's here. Like, why does somebody have to leave now?
No one does. We just
That
want
is
to get
harsh.
someone naked. Someone else.
Yeah, we've lost.
So
We've got all our regular hosts.
I can take the screenshot between me and Chad. We're obviously both very handsome guys, and we're wearing glasses and have got good hair. Aside from that,
Yeah, but
Damn it.
one hair's going one way and one hair's going the other.
I used to go the other
I'm
way.
pissed off because I thought you were talking about me right until you said glasses. Damn it, I'm getting glasses.
I don't think anyone has ever confused Noak and myself.
NJ,
Not
yes,
even
play Rocket
via
League.
text.
Just for future reference for the rest of this live stream, I'm Puff Chatty and Kapper is
Cadillac.
Cadillac. That's how we. That's
Puff who?
Puff Chatty.
Puff Chatty.
Puff Chatty.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
been since like year one.
Curry Kitten, you need to take your top off.
I don't think that's really a good thing for you to be saying. It makes me worried.
That brings the viewers in. You don't you understand?
Wait,
I'm
how
looking
many?
at you?
Banhammer.
I'm not thinking it's bringing the viewers in. You need to sort of expand, Tony. You're all like a little gnome at the moment.
I don't want to expand. I'm covering stuff.
I think here's the difference. You're looking a bit pasty. Chad's looking a bit more bronzed, being Australian.
He's in the sun. I'm in the dark, man.
He's an Australian. You're an Englishman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're known for it.
We're well known
Yeah,
for
the-
pastiness.
the English.
What are you doing?
What?
Do you follow me on Twitch? That's the most important question.
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
play Rocket League?
That's right. I'm talking to you.
Do you play
I haven't.
Rocket League?
No, I don't follow anybody on Twitch. I don't understand Twitch.
Well, there's
You watch
women,
it,
and they
that's
take
it.
their clothes
Yeah.
off, and they get money for it. I'm not gonna elaborate on your
Yeah.
part in that.
There's
that's
no
what
elaboration
Twitch is.
needed.
I'm prepared to
we're
give
talking
someone
about
that if he
Also,
puts his
gaming.
back on.
Some gaming, I think.
There's a smidgen of gaming in there, but
Right. A tiny amount of gaming.
tiny amount of
Chad,
gaming.
when are you going to upload a new vlog? And please, like, have you told people you're on here on Right thing?
No,
and
no,
Chad's
I
naked?
apologize.
Do you mind doing that?
Fucking Cadillac, get it right.
I started out my day behind. I had a 2-hour accountant conversation, which was just a blast.
Is that we haven't got any money because Canada really hates us?
Yeah.
Do you play? Yeah, do you play that constantly?
Green patches.
Yeah, that's
Like,
all the time, every day.
At least it wasn't as bad as the Lumineer Fine, right?
oh man,
much was
get
it?
FPV.
Yeah.
We were about to talk about the Lumineer Fine before we went off the
what
air the
happened?
first time.
I
That
think
was only
They
people.
got
Brian
fined.
did it, right?
The
Oh,
FCC
you mean we're gonna make this actually quad related?
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
go.
Hey,
2 hours
Jack,
in.
Which link do I share?
Hang on.
The one that works.
I'll message you. Hang on.
Here's the thing
I
about the
will-
Lumineer Fine. The Lumineer Fine was $180,000 for selling non-compliant video transmitters. But I was talking to Alex Grieve, and he told me that the actual statutory amount is $5,000 per video transmitter sold. So 180,000 was actually probably pretty light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, wow.
I don't think it was for selling. I think it was for marketing it improperly.
Huh.
Wasn't it?
Oh.
Was it because of L band or was
Let's
it because of
just be
channel 8
honest.
or
No.
something?
Let's
They were
be
all-
honest here. They're not gonna pay that much. They're not gonna end up having to pay that much.
Well, yeah, it's probably very similar. Like the Canadian fine, what they're going to do is they're going
Your lawyer
to
doesn't want you to say this.
make a recommendation to the FAA, and then the FAA would have to see it through. If they wanted to enforce it. So I would assume the FCC works very similarly, where they're going to make, you know, a judgment, but that's purely their judgment, and then they'll have to use another governing body to enforce it. But I don't know how that works exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but it is an example case, though. They're trying to make an example of Lumineer.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
a good thing too, because there needs. I mean, I don't mean that against like my own sponsor, but I mean in the sense of, you know, that these things need to be taken seriously, kind of thing.
Well, if you ever have a like, listen, all the old school pilots, the old school manufacturers, and I know Joshua Bardwell, you've spoken about this and previously, is the FCC has come down hard once before in the past, and all of the old school manufacturers, like I know when I speak to like ImmersionRC, Antony Cake, and that sort of stuff, he speaks very, very seriously about that, and is always very, very worried about the products that he makes to ensure that they comply, because as he said, it's not you and me, the pilot, that needs to worry. It is the manufacturers and the resellers that get hit the hardest.
Yeah,
do you want me to add?
The FCC knows there's no point in going after the individual pilots. Not that they won't find an individual violator, but in this case, there's no point. Is my read on it, and there's no point in going after the Chinese manufacturers.
I found
what are you
a
going to
child.
do? So they go after the importers.
And you're naked?
Hardwell, I promise we care what you have to say. Continue.
Isn't there laws against that?
Oh, he doesn't. Yeah.
But wait.
Hello.
Ah. Are you wearing an Australian shirt?
Yeah.
So
the correct question is, are you wearing a shirt? In fact,
not very many people know that I have kids. Everyone, this is Blaze. Say hi, Blaze.
Hey.
Hey, Blaze.
Hey, Blaze.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I swear.
The right question is, which one is older in the brain?
Run away. Find a sensible adult. A child help my number.
I could go and wake up the older one. He's probably let's go wake up the older one.
Don't move.
Oh my God.
Live on
Nothing scarier than this situation right now.
You get up out of bed and then you find your dad naked on the sofa talking on the internet.
Oh man, this is the worst.
Hello, mate.
I'm so sorry, son. I'm so sorry
Wake
to your
up.
father.
Try and raise money for your therapy that you clearly need. That child is scarred for life. I can't believe those two came out your ball bag, man. Fair dues.
Well,
Holy crap.
It technically hasn't been proven that they
Jack
did,
is
but they
freaking
look like me.
ruthless.
So.
He's slaying people left and right.
It hasn't technically been proven.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All I know is that I was glad because they didn't come out black.
Well, that's the most racist thing I've heard today.
He's glad they were his kids.
I know what you meant.
Right. Early, have you been drinking?
And to make things really, really appropriate, I figured I'd finish off.
Everybody's disappointed now.
I answered. Okay, I do play Rocket League. I keep seeing that question asked. I suck at it though, so let's just. I do play it, but I suck. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
NJ,
more importantly,
NJ challenges you to a 1v1, man.
I know. So, that's what I mean. He's going to prove himself, he or she.
Yeah, man.
We should get NJ back on topless.
So
we need a let's throw out team.
More important questions here. So I recently saw on social media that Chad Nowak participated in the new Star Wars movie. What did you think? Because I'm going to see it in like 2 hours.
I'm a hard person to please when it comes to Star Wars. I'm old school, so I give it.
Thank you, Roy.
I give it maybe a 7 out of 10 because it.
So it was entertaining, at least.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It wasn't terrible like the Force Awakens, which I absolutely hated.
I didn't see that one.
But I don't. It was, to me, it wasn't as good as Rogue One.
I didn't see that one either.
Right.
Rogue One didn't feel like a Star Wars movie, though.
But none of these remakes look. I'd feel like a Star Wars movie, though.
Disney's ruined them.
Yeah, if we don't have Han Solo or Harrison Ford as Han Solo, then it's not Star Wars for me.
It's like the Star Wars, like 80 years old. To be
I know
fair.
he's old. I know. I'm just saying.
The Last Jedi is like, it's a very, very long movie, and at times to me it felt like a long movie. So if you're sitting there going, "Wow, this movie's going for a long time," and you're thinking that when you're watching the movie, you're going,
that's
"Okay,
bad. Yeah, that's not a good thing."
To me, and it wasn't too bad, but to me it was like there was almost too much for one movie.
They sure are trying to entertain me for an extended period of time. Like looking at your watch.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that wasn't an important question, but I did want to know. But going back to what Barwell was saying about the Fine and Lumineer, not to throw him on the spot, but I wanted to hear what he had to say. Right? Did you complete what you were saying, or because like you were saying something, and then Chad's son kind of darted in front of the camera, and everyone got distracted.
No, I think I've pretty much finished what I was saying about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I just talked over Chad. I'm sure.
You just keep going. You got to power through it with him.
Yeah. Power.
Ignore the naked Aussie man yelling in the background while you're talking serious talk.
Jack, you asked me about my next vlog. I don't know. I started like 5 different times and didn't finish any of them. So I don't know. I suppose when I get motivated enough to finish one. Oh, Jack's gone.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Okay.
He's legit gone.
I suppose he can watch it back.
He's muted and he's out of here.
Is he okay?
He's ID.
Hey, Kapper, is that a Futaba radio in the lower right-hand corner of your screen?
There's lots of radios.
Or lower right-hand corner of the list? Yeah.
Yes, that is as well.
Yeah.
David has used this one many times, I think.
Is that the 14?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful radio. I love that one.
So this is my old school long range.
Mm-hmm.
I've flown 2 miles with that.
Is that 72?
Yep.
So I thought 72 megahertz. That's right.
Think about it this way.
Be sure no one touches that while you're flying.
Here in Australia, we didn't have 72 megahertz, so we actually had
that's
30,
like 49 megahertz, isn't it?
We had 36 here in Australia. The antennas
we
are
had 36.
so
Ours was
long,
twice as long.
so long.
Yeah, it's the pooping fish look. It's awesome on the plane.
Who can answer the question? Which is the fastest protocol? Fly Sky, Fry Sky, or
I would think, David, you would have some input on that, wouldn't you?
I love how you didn't answer the final.
I'm going to vote olive oil.
Futaba was my last one. What is, if you buy a standard radio, what one is the fastest? Who knows?
Spectrum?
You have to clarify what you mean by fastest. Yeah. You mean the smallest frame time, or do you mean the fastest end-to-end latency? Moving the stick out.
Latency.
I don't know if I'm not convinced too many people have studied that. Yeah. To be honest, that's really hard to study. Lots of examination of the frame time, but
have we got a spare spot, or are they all full?
If you boot Jack off,
you can. I'm not.
Oh, there he is.
You know what? I gotta, guys. We're coming up on the hour. I gotta drop off anyway. So I'll make room. I was trying to find a good time to sign off.
Oh man.
So,
gosh, I barely
he's leaving.
We're not going to learn anything.
We're not going to answer the question. What is the fastest?
No one knows the answer. Crossfire.
No,
Crossfire is probably the fastest.
That episode
Crossfire
right
is the answer. Crossfire is the answer for both because it's got 150 hertz and supposedly super duper excellent end-to-end latency. So there's your answer.
Super duper. Is that an official?
But we've never tested it.
Well, I mean, Trappy told me it was true. So that's what more do you need?
Well, that's
spectrum analyzer.
Definitely true then.
What is it supposed to be? 5 millisecond or something?
Yeah.
He told me this morning he was
exactly.
So is Crossfire faster than the camera?
I guess in theory.
The question doesn't make sense because it's a loop, right?
Yeah.
The command comes from your stick to the copter, and then the result of the command comes from the camera back to your eye. So if it's faster or slower than the camera, it doesn't matter because one comes after the other.
Okay,
you could reduce the control latency to 0, and the camera latency would still be there.
Okay, what's faster, the human, the transmitter, or the camera?
Depends on the human and how much alcohol they've had to drink. So Joshua Bardwell right now, slower.
I would say the RC link is faster than the camera.
Yeah, for sure. Than the human.
If you're trying to go down to like comparing.
But people take that to me. I mean, a typical human reaction time. Schizo, you're a gamer. What's a typical, like a really, really fast human reaction time? Milliseconds.
Not under 5.
Put you on the spot. 5, not under 5. Yeah. I'd say, a quarter to a fifth of a second is what I've heard.
Yeah.
So maybe it's, hundreds of milliseconds. 100 millisecond response time, probably, maybe.
Yeah,
Whereas this stuff is, and most of us are nowhere near that fast, especially if we've had a few drinks, which we would never do before we fly off-com.
Never.
That's right.
But the latency of the control link and the camera is in the order of tens of milliseconds, and people take that to mean that, oh, well, so it can't possibly matter. But I don't believe that, because I definitely noticed a difference when I went from PPM to S-Bus, and that was only a 20 or 30 millisecond improvement, but you could certainly feel it. So
it was a lot more. It was a lot more than that, though, Joshua. That's what a lot of people forget. It's about 90 milliseconds, which is massive.
A lot.
But like you say, Joshua, it's a loop. So the faster you get the information, the faster you can make the choice. Otherwise, you don't have a choice to make. So that's kind of it.
Yep. I think I'm tired of the argument that people said, oh, one shot can't possibly make a difference because the motors can only update so fast. It makes a difference. And they said the same thing about multi-shot, and it makes a difference. And there may be a threshold where it doesn't make a difference anymore, but I want experience. I'm tired of the hypothetical mathematical argument that it can't possibly make a difference, because I've seen that get blown away too many times. Who's flown Crossfire? Who's flown Crossfire? Does it make a difference?
Yeah.
Is it like,
I didn't really notice a difference between like Crossfire and Spectrum, for example, or I think that once you get under a certain latency, you're just not. It's just not. You just can't. The brain can't register it. You just so now going from standard S-Bus protocol to Crossfire, you might notice some difference, obviously, or you will. But once you get so low, I mean, is the human brain going to register the difference between 10 millisecond and 5 millisecond? I don't think so.
That is the question.
It's getting us to like so less and less returns, because
it's a diminishing return.
Yeah.
I definitely felt the difference between Crossfire and going back to S-Bus.
Yes. You're going to notice more of a difference if you go backwards, obviously, as well.
I crashed a lot going backwards.
Really?
I went Crossfire and then went backwards to S-Bus and crashed a lot.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. It means that if you have S-Bus, you shouldn't put one Crossfire radio on your quad, because then you'll crash all your other ones.
I need to spend £44 times 19 now.
That's my number one reason for not wanting to try Crossfire. Is $45 per receiver. I got a lot of quads back there.
Well, the thing too is Trappy's talking about. He's spoken about. He's talking to some of the other manufacturers about making the protocol open. So, if that's your only reason for going over, then give it a little bit of time. And a lot of these radio manufacturers will probably have that protocol going into them. So
that'd be nice.
Has anyone tried the new? Sorry, Chad. Has anyone tried the new prototype? Oh, what's it called? Hang on. It's on Oscar Lang's website.
You're talking about the FreeSky protocol.
Yeah, the new FreeSky protocol. Cool.
Near as I can tell, all that is putting SmartPort and S-Bus on a single wire. Near as I can tell, correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't actually make any improvements to the protocol, like increasing the sampling rate or decreasing the frame time.
Hang on. Yeah, I'll put a link to it, man, if you want.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
To be honest, the only thing that excited me about Crossfire was the fact that it's an actively worked on protocol. Like everyone, like Futaba and Spectrum, are just like, this is our protocol. This is it. It's good enough. I think there's a lot of room for improvement in the protocol space, and that's what excited me about Crossfire. Was kind of testing, pushing the limits.
It's got brand new ones and zeros in it.
Yeah, exactly. Fresh.
Fresh, man.
Need to go because David said his camera shut down. I can drop out instead of Joshua.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I got a family thing coming up, but thank you guys for having me. Merry Christmas or whatever it is you celebrate in your.
Will you come back in the new year?
You gotta.
I will, but you have to. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you have to say Happy Holidays. That way you don't get people mad.
Merry Christmas.
Do you realize Chad Noah is on here?
Happy Solstice.
Burning at the clocks today.
Yeah, man.
Crikey.
I'm so thankful, by the way.
Clocks, not cocks.
Right. All right. I'm gonna log off. I'll see you guys. Have a great rest of the stream.
Thanks.
I tell you what,
See you later, Debbie. Okay, well, I'm gonna send a link out.
Is it Clark?
Here we
Because
go.
I was messaging him. Also, Tommy said he's sending out the remix frames for you, Chad. For Rotor Riot. So
who's Tommy?
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah. He says he's busy with the remix frames or something.
Who's Tommy? I've never met a Tommy before.
What are you doing?
All right.
Oh
yeah,
my
okay.
God.
On that note, I'm gonna drop off.
I freaking love that icon.
Love you, David, boy.
Bye. Have a good.
Bye,
Dave.
Where are you going, Dave? Dave,
He's
no.
gone. His candle's finished.
Yeah, I'm all out. Like the electricity is gone.
Oh.
My quota is full.
I'm sorry. I hope you're not upset with us.
He's gonna have to. You're gonna have to wind the thing again.
Yeah.
Like a flashlight.
Put another smeckle in the meter.
Schmeckle.
I'm gonna have to bail in soon too, but I want to chat a little bit more before that.
All right. Okay. Take care, guys.
Who's the new guest?
Bye.
Bye.
No, I don't have to leave
Bye,
yet.
David.
I was just saying. Oh.
I'm trying to invite Drew in. I don't know if he has. He just tried to call me.
Drew hates us though, because I
don't think
What do you just talk about his eyeliner the whole show?
No, it's not as bad as he don't get ripped on as much as fucking Steel but I don't know.
What do you have against Steel?
Nothing. I like Steel. Like it's just everyone else on this podcast.
You don't like any of us?
No, not you guys. Fucking
We
the
love
other
you all.
hosts.
That's why you're here.
Yeah, we like you. That's why we invited you. Oh my God, Drew's here. Drew thinks I'm a cunt. Am I allowed to say that word?
Can I just say, beep at this point?
Sorry.
People leave,
Drew.
people pop in.
Drew, I phoned Jay yesterday, and he's gonna phone Tony tomorrow.
Wait, there's Tony.
So we're all friends.
Oh, look, there's everyone. Everyone is everyone.
Andy Clark, everyone.
It's like the cheers of FPV.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How come Noah gets to have his shirt off? Hold on. I'm coming, Noah.
By the way,
Scarf is coming off.
Clark, David is a legend. I go down on my maidens shirt.
Hey Anthony, to stay in this chat, you got to take Anthony.
Yeah.
You there?
You gotta take your top off.
Wait, is he in the bathroom?
You got.
No, I'm not flying.
Anthony Clark's taking a shit.
You gotta take it.
You might as well have a bubble bath while you're at it.
Oh my god.
Sorry, guy. I got a house full of people, and I couldn't find a quiet room.
This
Anthony,
podcast doesn't
where your
Anthony,
maiden
my
shirt?
hero.
Where's your maiden shirt?
Where's my maiden shirt?
I only go down on my maidens.
I got it somewhere.
Oh man, you need to put that on. That's like the best.
Hey Anthony, you remember me?
Now this is a much better shirt. This is
Oh yeah, that's very appropriate.
I like that.
It's the best shirts. Do you remember Schizo, Jonathan Davis? Do you know who he is? It's the really sexy one with the hat.
He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't care.
Yeah, who's that guy? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he's sponsored by Lumineer. Well, he was.
I think
He went bankrupt.
since F3 Expo, right?
That's right. Yeah, I was on Lumineer, and they're like, we can't afford him anymore with our lawsuit. So
That's how rumors get started.
I'm just kidding. That's false allegations.
Chadillac.
Yes.
The fine for Lumineer or the Canadians?
Wait, what?
Which one's worse? The fine...
Lumineer.
The Lumineer. Are you kidding me?
I know which one's cooler.
I'm sorry, Chad. All I saw was a hairy nipple.
Yo, one thing I've always wanted to ask you, Drew. Getting those Kinder eggs, were they any good?
The what?
You know the toys I gave you, the Kinder eggs?
Oh, yeah. They're delicious.
Yeah, man. Did you get in trouble for
I
like
did
sneaking
choke
them
on the
back
toy.
into the
I did
America?
choke. Yeah, well, I choked. I almost died.
They're banned in America, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hey, is your son gaming right now?
He is. What game are you playing, Deacon? Need for Speed Undercover.
Oh, okay.
Need for Speed Underground was way better. You don't know what you were missed.
So, Drew and Jack, I want to know what's the beef?
Like.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, that happened. What you're seeing now happened with another co-host.
Is that a reenactment?
Yeah, and Drew was like, "Friends, stop being a dickhead," and I was like, "No," without going into too much. So I've made up. We've made up. We're in negotiations. I'm just wondering.
Drew doesn't look like he's in negotiations. He looks terribly upset. Oh my God.
Just what has happened?
I don't know. We need to talk more.
What the fuck's going on, man? Like, how many? I worry about these drugs I'm taking, man. Like, just like.
Worry about the drugs that I'm not taking.
In the bathroom.
Dang, what?
Are you a front wiper or a back?
Hey, what are you doing? Dropping friends off at the pool or what?
Can I send you a link to the Bristol stool chart? Can you give us a rating?
What?
Who? Everyone?
Exactly.
That might be interesting. I like polls.
I bought something.
Okay, yeah, you just got to read out the number. Hang on.
That's poll.
Copy image
Drew,
address.
What are you doing? You're just sitting in a car?
It's in a chat. It's in the chat.
Yeah.
He's in the passenger seat. I think he's with his girlfriend right now.
No. Yeah,
guys,
I'm with Bay.
Do you want to check that out?
Oh my God.
That's a beautiful quad.
That link is way too
That is
long.
the longest link I've ever seen in my life.
You're my hero. Just want to put that out in the interwebs.
I know.
Holy
Hang
God.
on.
Wait, it's nothing. It's empty.
Sorry. I know. I realised I didn't do it right. Here you go. That one.
Right.
Don't add that.
Questions.
Don't add that to the show notes. Whatever you do.
Oh wow. Okay, so everybody's
man.
supposed to say their number.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, you click on the image.
Look, I'll be honest. Today I'm a number 7.
Ooh.
Yeah.
15.
6 for me.
I think 4.
Are we clicking?
What's the question?
Dad's working.
What's the question? 10.
I like that.
1.
Like a smooth sausage or a snake. It can be used to describe Schizo's flying.
That's what this says. We should totally just replace it with types of flying.
Please, please put that. Smooth sausage is your next upload.
I guess my flying style is liquid consistency with no solid pieces.
That is going to be a meme by the end of the week. Chadalak, if I ever come to the Americas,
yes,
episode of Riot.
Yes.
Thanks,
I
man.
didn't. All I heard was episode of Right. You come to America, but yes,
Drew, you better fly while you're on this live stream.
Well, I'm trying.
I know I'll have to patch things up with Drew. He hasn't even said anything to me yet.
Can Drew fly live?
I'm working on it. I'm looking for a full battery.
We want to see the flight, though. We don't care about looking at your face.
Oh,
You need to fly it through the back windows behind you.
Strap your phone to it.
Tell your
Strap your phone
girlfriend to hold
instead of the
thumb
GoPro.
to the LCD screen.
Put the phone on the quad and fly it.
The quad, man, for real. Tape it to the quad.
Oh,
and
no.
then fucking fly, man. That'd be sick.
For real, this would be sick.
Oh, man. If you got your phone insured, Drew, is this
Right,
fucking sensible?
Can LDO present Drew? He is going to be flying live, please.
Oh, man, this is so fucked up, man.
If I had the smaller one, I could have just stuck it in the GoPro mount.
Just no, like tape it to it. Get some Sharpoo tape on it.
This is going to run badly.
No.
Yeah, but it could be fun.
What could go wrong? Nothing.
No, the worst. The worst if he gets stuck in a tree, and then he's like streaming a tree for the next half an hour.
I'm already testing prototype components. I'm not gonna risk both that and my phone.
Oh man.
Oh, can you tell me how the prototype component is doing?
It's doing splendidly, Chad.
Good.
I've only crashed it a few times.
Are the
I want to see a live flight.
I don't have my. If I had my monitor.
How are you gonna get the fucking hype train motors to the UK?
What do you mean? They're there.
Who's selling them?
Copters, isn't they?
Are they?
Yep.
Oh man, I never look at their site. I forget they exist. Shit,
Well,
man.
that's hurt.
The eye guy, man.
I know, like, never comes on our fucking podcast, like.
I know.
It's
We
so
need to.
awkward.
We need to get Tom on, but HBI guy's on, and he.
Yeah, I know. Like, I fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're actually friends with these people. They do actually talk to us.
What?
Jack, I think he lost.
What the hell was that?
That was my quad.
Get to the chopper, man. It's fucking.
That's my startup
Oh my
tone
God.
for my quad.
Oh, that was just. I thought someone was shouting at Drew over the park.
I like to pretend that. It's
All
more
right.
interesting.
So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to update my quad. This is my newly built quad. That so I'm going to go and do a maiden since flying is the thing.
Wait, flying?
Hey, Drew.
Where does any of this get about flying?
You suck. Crash.
I never crashed. Just kidding. You know I
No, wait, we've got video proof that that's not the case.
So, Kirsty Creatures.
Yeah.
Yo, man, how you doing? Like, are you coping? Are you like?
I'm great. I'm just like my face hurts from smiling.
Were you like, what the hell is this?
It's like first world dramas right there.
That's a good
man. Like, do you like hate Let's Drone Out? Like, are you like, what the hell have I signed up for?
Not at all. You're
Like,
definitely like my kind of people.
Yeah, I know. But I told you you'd fit in. Like,
She knew we were tools.
You know,
she knew we were tools before she joined this.
I'm a part of the tool club. I mean, I work on cars.
like, I mean, you're Canadian. Like, you know, you're like you're hardy. You know, like, you know, I'd love to see you in an RCMP uniform. I think that'd be amazing.
No.
And I mean, we can let you ride Chad Noack as a horse. We could like dress him up.
I would do, yeah.
That would be
Can we
so
make sure
funny,
that I have
man.
streamers as well? Do you guys have streamers there? I'd like that if I can ride him. You know, like bike streamers. Yeah. I'm picturing this right now in an artist's mind.
Stop discussing the specifics of writing me on a drone chat forum.
Oh no, okay, stop.
I just want to go. Look, I want to go put it out there. I'm not against it. Okay, it's just that this needs to be discussed in private,
which I don't recommend.
Creatures, are you in the chat? Are you like Miss? Yeah, you are. Yo, hang on. Can I find out your score on this? And I'll do it later. And like, if you do it later, and then I'll do it later. And whoever gets the bit bigger score is, because like I used to be a mechanic. Like I was the worst mechanic ever. Because all they used to let me do is electronics.
Okay, cool, yeah.
You know, like they ask you questions like, what's the name of the 4-stroke cycle?
Well, is this UK based or is this American?
I don't know. I don't know who wrote it.
Difference.
Yeah.
It begins with O. It begins with O. Like.
Welcome to
You
Let's
know,
Run Out, where we talk about quadcopters and things.
Squeeze bang blow.
What?
Squeeze bang
I
blow.
didn't hear anything.
Please don't make me say it again. I'm getting really awkward.
Do not say sucks and blow ever again, ever.
Well, to your defense, Jack, your awkwardness didn't just start.
Yeah, true. The Otto.
Awkward's good.
The Otto cycle. That's what I call it.
Awkward? I've never heard of that.
What do you
Isn't
call
that
it?
short for Ottoman?
No, Ottoman's the thing that goes at the end of the bed, isn't it?
I was about to say, shut up, Drew. What would you know about cars?
How long is it? What battery are you using, Drew? It lasts for ages.
It's not really like sound effects.
I reckon he's pretending to fly. Drew
Look,
is
hang on.
pretending to fly.
It's creatures.
Yeah.
Look, it's that. Look, the Wikipedia link. In the chat.
Hold on, I gotta figure out how
Yeah,
to
the
do
Otto cycle.
Like, let's ask a serious question.
Up and down rotation.
Otto cycle.
God.
I've
Up and-
never heard of that.
Reciprocating motion
Yes,
in rotating motion.
right.
Chad Noack knows all about that.
Where's the
His
dog?
dick spins like a Bosch drill. That's what I've heard.
Jesus
What's the
Christ.
drive?
Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
Hey,
Nobody knows.
run, guys. I got
Is that enough for you?
I got 10 minutes of daylight left, and I got to test some stuff out.
Cool.
Any questions before I leave, or
Will you ever
what
come
shampoo
back?
do you use?
what?
What shampoo do you use?
I don't know, actually.
Can you find out and like message me later?
I will. I'll do that.
Will you be using ImmersionRC tramps because Lumineer shut down?
Sure.
Well, they're still selling.
Wait, what?
We love ImmersionRC.
What was that?
They're still
We
selling.
like ImmersionRC trap. We like
No,
them.
that transmitter that they got in trouble for, they took down in April.
Which one was it?
I don't know. I don't know the specific one. I just know they, as soon as they got the letter, they took it off the store. So
Anthony,
do
why
you
is
know which
the
one it was?
one so much money? It sucks. And the power tester. Like, please, can I have a power tester?
Oh,
Like, I will love you forever. Like, I'll do anything. If you just go, I will give you a power tester. If you slap Simon
I
Dale
would
in the
highly-
face, I will do it.
I need to send a picture to this thread. It will be a world exclusive.
Okay.
Ooh. Of you on the loo.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah, we have plenty of pictures of that.
Yeah,
No.
that's nothing.
Can someone present Antony and then we take a screenshot of him on the toilet,
Would
please?
you guys like a world exclusive? I mean, it's not
Yeah.
really
Yes.
ready to
Yeah.
be shown.
Like, the power tester's like £200. It's ridiculous.
Shut up, Jack. Let's listen to the world exclusive.
Hold on.
I know
put
it.
it down.
I know what this is.
Ew, huh?
You're being presented. Go, world exclusive on the toilet.
Screen. Hold on, Barry.
Only on LDO.
From the toilet.
Hold on, I log into cloud thingy, and I should have installed the sink actually closer to the toilet because this is rather uncomfortable.
Use your knees.
Yeah.
That's what we do when we're driving, Jack.
Oh, no, you do.
And talk on the phone.
Just take loads of
drugs. Drive with your knees.
This might excite some people. Maybe not. It's kind of a boring product, but hold on.
Schizo, would you kiss Drew for £100?
You act
He's
like
done
that
it for way less than that.
I know. You act like that hasn't already happened.
Way less than that.
Would you let Chad Noack give you a hand job?
I mean, like, is there like, is it just a straight up question, or is there? Do I get a reward, or is that the reward?
That's the reward.
If you want to leave, you can. I do apologise. Remember, Jack is on drugs.
Yeah, I love. So everyone knows I love Schizo, man. Like,
all right, Jack. How do I send you a photo?
You send it to me via Facebook, and I will give it to Andrew. I will copy it, and he will put it up, I guess.
This sounds very complicated. I'd like to say you first, so you get all excited about it.
Oh man,
I think you should.
I'm already excited about it.
Yeah,
Andrew, how do we present? Like,
hold on,
can't you just screen share?
Send it to my Facebook chat, and I'll hold the camera or my phone up to the camera.
There you go.
Hold on, Jack. I'm gonna send it to your account here.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Have we got a drum roll we can do?
Oh man.
On the toilet.
I swear, if this is a photo of a turd.
It probably will be.
Oh man, I so want to grab that bit of audio. So bad.
One thing I didn't think about is presenting like this in the bathroom. If I actually need to use the bathroom, I've got a little problem here.
You never have to leave.
You have to just, I don't know. Like, everyone poops, man. It's on Amazon. You can buy it.
Let's talk about the different kinds.
Girls don't poop.
Let's talk about the different kinds of poop.
What you on about, man?
Here we go.
Like, you could email me. You have got my email. Like, I must say, David is such a lovely chap, by the way.
Where did that come from?
No, his friend David. David, what's his second name? Yeah. The UK Fat Shark Repair.
I met him in a school playground when I was about 5 years old, and I haven't been able to get rid of him since.
Yeah, but that's kind of normal for you, though, Anthony. You met me.
Like Anthony, do it. I need to see this.
Okay, Mr. Kapper, you got it?
Yep. Hold on.
I need to become whole again.
Let's drone out. Please present Kapper. Ooh.
I've stopped moving. That's weird.
I can see a Christmas tree in the background, and it's an RF meter.
So you finally got the industrial design head.
Yeah.
There you go, Jack.
Do we need an attenuator?
Nope.
Sweet.
Oh, thank God for that.
When do I get one?
Yeah, can I have one? For the love of
Christ. Need an attenuator, calibrated, super built-in battery.
Oh,
I want one.
Praise the Lord for ImmersionRC.
That seems pretty cool.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about it first?
Like what?
I'm trying to help you out here, man.
Don't worry.
Start with the price, Anthony.
Yeah, all right. I can tell you a few. I can't tell you the price yet. To be honest, I don't know.
Is it
it's going to be loads? It's going to be loads. Like the old ones, loads as well.
This one's cheaper than the old.
It's even you know when something's expensive when it's more than £100 on Hobby King. Do you know what I mean? Like, just You're just like, what is the point?
Yeah, but you got to remember. Yeah, you got to remember this thing came out what 4 or 5 years ago, and it replaced meters that were over $1,000.
Yeah, true.
So compared with that, back then it was a freaking steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will shut my face.
I've got one here.
You stole yours, Tony.
Is this live?
He does lend it to me.
Now the new one is pretty damn cool. I think so. I'm heavily biased, but I'm very happy with it.
Is there any way to unlock the power, the EU the EU tramp locked, and you can never unlock it?
In a week where a major US reseller got fined lots of money.
Yeah.
The answer is Neil.
It is Let's Drone Out. No one watches this. It's way too offensive. I'd just like to point that out.
No, Neil Poir, Jack.
Can I message you later about it?
Resellers have the ability to unlock, but
yeah, with the magic wand.
But if we let that into general circulation, then the CE cert and all the money we put into that is null and void. So, not really willing to do that.
Okay. So no.
But if you see me at an event and you get me real drunk, I mean, I'll unlock anything.
Wait. Well, it's just a Christmas event, so
that's how we met. That's how we met.
Pretty much.
Chad
It
was
sounds
drunk.
good. I know. You should come over for International Drone Day if we ever get it sorted.
Is there another one this year?
Ever. Yeah, man. Every year so far.
Okay.
Last year.
Well, the first one, it was absolutely fucking freezing. It was blowing a hoolie.
Welcome to England.
Yeah. Well, we've moved. We don't have it that time of year anymore. When do we have it, Frank? Sorry, he will tell me when the next one is. You in the UK, and then once we find one, we'll have another international beginning of May.
Okay.
Weather and yeah, we've had
England never has lovely weather.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly it's England, but you know, I mean, there's worse places in the world like Australia.
Yeah.
What happened to my video?
Don't know.
I know. Reset it.
It's really bad.
Or leave and hang. I don't know. Go to your settings. The little cog at the top. Make sure you selected the correct camera.
Oh, you got one.
You could hang up and reconnect using the same link.
That's an idea. All right.
How did the flight go? And you're driving using your phone.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
You're allowed to in America.
Yeah.
What?
Stream and drive.
Can you use your phone, drive, and shoot people at the same time? Why don't you do that?
So you're allowed to drive with your phone, but Kindregs are banned. That makes sense.
Fucking amazing. That place makes no sense. It's like nonsense land.
Welcome to USA.
Right, a big orange, even older version of Tony's running the country.
Bonjour.
I don't
With
know.
weird hair.
I'm sorry, I'm not a very good host, but it's because I'm on a lot of painkillers.
I like your Christmas tree on the end of your bed, Jack. That's very
Yeah, man. I've put some effort in. Like, it's cute.
Yeah,
Admittedly, I threw the tinsel at it, but you know, I tried.
It's bloody
It's got
brilliant.
like little LED lights.
Is it battery
I've lost my hat.
operated?
Yeah, it's battery
Is
operated.
it running off a lipo?
No, for a change. I run my house phone off a lipo, which is quite dangerous.
You're nuts.
I hope my insurance company doesn't hear that. Contents insurance, null and void. I'm annoyed with it, but like, you know. Chad, what's the new product you're coming out with? Like, don't tell us, but
Oh, we're not allowed to hear.
Which Chad?
Chadalac.
Yeah, come on, be
Like,
specific.
New,
be specific.
Well, let
Chad.
Drew, what are we working on?
Dude, have you guys heard the new Taylor Swift album?
Wait, you're very quiet.
You and your
Mute
Taylor
him.
Swift, man.
Taylor
What
Swift
is
album?
with you? I know she's hot, but she's clearly a lizard. I agree with Tony with that one.
Thank you. At last, someone knows she's a lizard. Thank
She's
you.
definitely a lizard, man. Like, because have you ever heard of something called, like, they're Canadian, they eat like fuckloads of everything, like everything that Tony would never eat, like bacon and shit.
Yeah.
But he mentioned he like fucking walked past Taylor and she was like, "Hey, nice beard," and he was scared for his life. Like a 6 foot, like 150 kilo, like American killing, and like was scared from his life from Taylor Swift. She is literally a robot lizard.
No, because she is a fierce, powerful woman, and weak men fear her.
Did you mean like that?
He is not weak.
There she is.
Yeah, man. See?
Changes.
Photographic evidence from Chadalac. Like, what more do you want? He's our fearless leader.
That's a pop culture thing. That's from V.
It's the original V.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, I knew somebody would know.
See, you two are the same people.
We can clone.
Can Curry Kitten interview you for his new job as a writer from?
He can have my job.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Hey man, it could be like Freaky Friday if we move this to tomorrow.
Tell me again about this sign you're facing for the bridge thing first before I accept any jobs there.
He can't.
Oh yeah, I gotta get that.
He's negotiating.
Yeah, get that bit sorted out first, then we'll talk.
Yeah, that's your new position, dealing with that.
Yeah, is there anything you can talk about that? Like,
as far as the bridge?
Yeah, man.
God.
Or are you like completely fucked?
Bridge guy, everyone.
No, I mean, I don't know. We're waiting for the investigation to be complete. I actually called them and said, that.
What is there to investigate? Surely it's just watch a fucking video.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the laws aren't.
Trouble before, have you? It takes a lot of time.
Like we've got someone from Kanakistan. How does the law work?
They usually say, "Hey, so that sucks that you did that, but see you later." And that's about it.
Hey, buddy.
You want to go get some poutine there, bud? Maybe play some hockey.
Some Timbits.
Well,
I want some poutine so bad.
I know, same here, man. Like, just listening to her talk. I know she's like from Vancouver and shit. Like, she ain't fucking.
I'm from the hood in Vancouver.
I know, like, she's not like French Canadian girls, like, where they like wiggle their nose and stuff, man. It's so cute. But
whenever I think of Canada, I think of the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So I think that all Canadian ladies look like Ramona Flowers, and all you have to do is fight ex-boyfriends all the time when you're there. That's my interpretation of Canada. I'm sure it's very accurate.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
Very accurate. We just have like a lot more animals involved. So there's like moose and bear that fight by our side and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, having been to Canada several times, everyone has a bear story. So whenever I'm with a Canadian, like, tell me about your bear encounter, and it's always like some close shave. And I guess every Australian must have a crocodile story or a kangaroo punching story.
Kangaroo, yeah.
Sort of thing.
Did you hear about the Canadian guy who had like the best bear story ever, where he got saved by his little dash hound? Like chased the bear away, but eventually, like, when he ran to the forest to find his little sausage dog, a cute name, like, okay, I won't say the name. Sausage dog didn't make it, but like the fucking.
That's the bit I didn't want to hear. Not the dog name.
The sausage dog, man, like, that was fucking brave, man. That dash hound, like, he was like taking no shit, like, for a genetically mutated dog where they were trying to like build them to chill the Fuhrer out. If we build a silly dog, it'll make him laugh. But like if anyone listens to like Smodcast, man, like. Kevin Smith like reads out a like Twitter account called ScanBC, look at it. Hang on, scan BC. Like BC stands for like British Columbia, I think.
Beautiful British Columbia.
Yeah, man. Like, so they read. Like, hang on, I'll put the thing in the chat. So, like, all the fucking criminal activity in
Oh yeah.
in like BC, like, so, like, hang on, update. Male has now climbed down off the restaurant, is in proceeding to dance around on the nearby wharf. Like, that's the sort of like level of crime that happens in BC, man. If you ever want to be safe, and like chat network's not there. Police are responding to reports of a male who's climbed onto the roof of a seafood restaurant.
I'm back. I had to reboot.
We're back from the toilet.
Yeah, man.
Are we still in the loop? What? We're pouring drinks in the toilet.
Hey, I've got.
Happy Christmas,
guys! I hate to tell you,
Grumpy cider.
You might think that he's just playing out for the live feed, but this is just a standard day in Anthony's life.
It kind of is. It's got very sad these days.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to get going.
That's it.
Thanks,
Chad. Right, thanks, Chad.
Hey, thank you. It was great seeing everyone.
Cheers, Chad.
Bye,
See you, Mr. Kapper.
Bye.
I think it's cool that Drew is driving home and just like live streaming his drive home.
Well, when I go live, I like to make it like a vlog anyway. You know, we flew. Now we're driving. I'm gonna stop on the way and get some coffee.
We don't have any.
Are you gonna say in your vlog?
Are we gonna be on your vlog?
No, I'm not vlogging today. I've been feeling uninspired lately. I'm taking a day or two.
Oh, you're all let's drone out, man. How much more do you not want to be inspired?
You're not vlogging. You're not vlogging, Drew. What's up? You feeling not well?
Man, you fucking ill or something? Get down. Why don't you just go get a fucking Starbucks and then eat some Mexican food?
I got it. All right.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like,
we want to be on the vlog, don't we?
fuck, man, he's gonna crash so bad.
Drew's next vlog is I crashed my car while on a live feed while vlogging. That'll be the clickbait title.
I know, like fuck,
No,
man,
my-
you'll be so screwed.
My next vlog is I'm starting a new channel.
Really?
You're gonna stop paragliding or some shit.
But you're gonna build.
Wait. I know what it is. I know what it is.
He's gonna get a transit van and make it into a.
Yeah. You're building a van, aren't you? Van life for Drew.
That's it.
No, I make good content.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's just going to drive around shouting about Taylor Swift out the window to people.
What is with that? Like, why do you love like? Where's Paul, man? Paul,
Andy
come on.
RC's back.
Hey.
Hey, NJ, come back, NJ.
I've been trying to get Stue from UAVfutures to come on because he's in the chat, but I don't think he's got a webcam.
It's Stue in the chat.
It doesn't matter anyway. Like,
I love Stue. It's like, hey, g'day, it's Stue here. Hey.
Well, I think
the flight bag shit.
I think he's in the chat, so I think he's in the chat. So try and encourage him to get it because I'd love to come in.
Right, everyone say Stue, get in.
Get him to get on his phone. If you're there, Stue, use your phone. You can get in via your phone. You don't need a webcam.
Stu's afraid of being live. He won't do it. You
Come
won't
on,
do it,
Stue.
Stue. Everyone, come on.
Anthony, you need to get Nelson and get Nelson in the live feed.
You want Nelson in the live feed?
Yeah, I miss Nelson. How's Baloo going?
He's good. He's fixed.
He is awesome.
Can we present Antony for a minute, please?
Hold on. Here we go.
Where is he?
It's one of them.
Thanks, Frank.
Hey,
oh, we need to cuddle, don't we?
Yeah.
That's one. Where's the other one? The other one somewhere.
He's probably outside.
Yeah. We've locked him out a few times. Is he?
Anthony's dogs are the most. Okay, so some of us are familiar with bears, obviously. Think of a cuddly bear that likes to lick you. That's what these things are.
Well, they say that dogs are like their owners, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Well, Nelson's what, 65 kilos?
Yeah, they both are now, I think.
Yeah.
But that's how much I'm.
Guys, can I just interrupt?
When I'm taking wet.
Guys, can I just interrupt you? Stu wants to come on his phone, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm gonna leave because there's 10 people on.
You just came on, Andy. I'll go because I'm desperate for a wee at this point.
Say again.
That's why we like you, Andy, because you keep on leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I love.
Andy, you just came back.
Sounds like your old girlfriend,
What's
Chad.
Schizo doing?
No, Schizo's gone. Skits.
Skits, are you there?
No, John,
kick Skits and get Stu on because Skits is gone.
Yeah. Well,
Love Skits.
Andrew,
He hasn't said anything in 10
kick
minutes.
him?
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Come on, Stu.
Let's get Stu on.
Okay. I'm just gonna send him the link. Let me send
This
him
creature, talk to me. Find me on Facebook. I'll help you with that.
Yes, cool. That would be awesome.
Oh, damn it. It just took 15 minutes to download a 50 megabyte file and failed. Fuck my internet.
No.
God's sake.
God, why did he boot me?
Okay, I've sent him the link. So, have we got enough spaces, or do I need to leave, guys?
I'm trying to take over.
Oh
Hang
my
on,
God!
I'm
Why
trying
is
to
there
take
two
over.
Let's Drone Out?
Hang on, we've got 2 Let's Drone Outs. What's going on?
Eject. I'm trying to take over from Andrew. I've done it now.
Oh, okay, cool. So we got
That's
9.
cool.
I need to
Right,
get a
so
drink.
I'm in charge.
I've run out of wine about 10,
So there's
20 minutes.
one more room for UAVfutures.
Oh,
Stu. Oh my God, I love that girl. So I want to marry you so hard.
You should try and marry her.
No, she's not having any of
Jesus
it.
Christ, we're having marriage proposals now.
Sorry.
All you gotta do, Jack,
home.
just get naked, man. It works. Trust me.
No, no one needs to
I was
see
gonna
that.
say this stream seems to have gone downhill. Everybody's got their clothes on. What happened? I've only been gone like half an hour.
Don't encourage Tony, like.
No, the scrumpy jar is still half full. We're okay.
No,
I do have
Antony. Can I? Antony, can I see the sofa?
Happy
the sofa
Christmas.
that you had to install.
What did you want to see the sofa?
Yeah, the sofa. Do you remember? When I first met you? You were talking about the sofa and how much you hated the sofa.
I love the sofa. I do have a very serious question, though.
What, when you were living on the sofa?
No, I do have a very serious question. See, this stuff, all right? So why is it that in the United States, I mean, this is a pretty advanced country, why is it single ply doesn't work very well, where in most of the developed world, it's actually double ply and actually works very well? Does anyone know the answer to that?
No, I just screw it up.
Silence.
MGF
You
PV.
know the answer?
What has happened
Well,
to this? Like, is this what I?
Tony, you like the fact now that I know you are a scruncher, I cannot associate myself with you anymore.
Oh, no, I can't scrunch, man. No
Yeah.
way.
Are you
Looking from an engineering point of view, the likelihood of finding a hole through the middleware with your fingers is extremely highly likely, and that's not a ratio that I want to deal with.
No, but
considering what's
this
happening.
is the thing here, guys. I mean, why would you supply this stuff as single ply and you've got to double it over to use it? I mean, it's useless without doubling it over.
Oh, NJ, come back.
What happened?
Can I tag out? Can
Crunching or
NJ just come in?
Bog roll. What the hell?
It's not about scrunching or folding. It's about single ply and double ply.
Exactly.
Oh, it just
You gotta
double
use the-
ply
you gotta
everything and
The
scratch it.
single ply is in case of a ghost poo. A ghost poo is one that comes out and doesn't leave any actual evidence of it being pooed
That's
out.
called the Phantom Menace.
But you know, this was one of my first experiences in the United States. Was I went to the bathroom. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And it's completely useless. And for the last 3 decades, it hasn't changed. So there must be some hidden
What I
reason.
don't understand about America is
Heads
why
in
there's so
chat.
much water in the toilet. Do you know what I mean? You could literally swim in there. Do you know what I mean? You just
Yeah, it's pretty
Merry
extreme,
Christmas, MG, FBB, Edward.
Where is
Chat.
Stu?
Where's Stu? Is Stu coming? Come on.
He's coming. He's downloading Hangouts on his phone, and so
he doesn't need to.
You do on the phone.
If you do it on your phone, you have to. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's only going to take him about another.
Welcome to Let's Try It Out. Have a look down the toilet. What way does that flush? Does it go right or left?
No, he's with us.
It's only in Australia it goes the other way.
Yeah, he's with us. He's not.
Okay, Stu says Stu says he's trying to join, so I don't know. I don't know if he's got the same internet speed as Chad. We'll have to see.
Probably highly likely.
If they both try and join at once, we break Australia.
Yeah,
Brighton,
that's all of the bandwidth got in Australia.
Brighton, send Tony the poo scale, please. Oh man, have I got to find that again? The Bristol.
I don't want to bloody see that. Thank you very much.
Bristol stool chart.
Yeah.
My internet search history for tonight is horrendous.
Hold on a minute. Let me just pause.
About that
Let me
important phone call.
Can I ask why we're talking about toilets?
Because Antony's on a toilet. You know, it's kind of like a difficult.
Right, I understand.
He came on. Like, were you not there or watching? Like, he was there. He came on. His camera came on, and then Chadalak went or bathroom, you know, or something like that. And then he was like, yeah. So it looked like Clark was taking a shit.
No,
and that's
the
what
problem
happened.
is it's at Christmas time when all the relatives come to visit.
Are we?
So we've got about 11 people in the house, and there's not a quiet room anywhere except right here.
Man.
This is the bog roll that you need.
Oh yeah, I would use that second.
That is what you need
those out, right? You got to send a few sheets.
Yeah, but is that single ply or double ply?
No, man. Like, it's got to be. It's EU. It's double ply.
Okay.
Wipe your arse on that.
But I wouldn't waste double ply on that, man.
No.
Yeah, but you want to be safe. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to suffer.
Trying to send the link to Stu again.
Where is Stu? Where is Stu? You know, we're all. He's going to come on. We're all going to be like, we've been on for 3 hours. We need to go now.
So basically, I think he's on his computer, and he hasn't got a webcam on his computer. So I sent him the link, but now he's had to go on his phone. So I'm sending the link to his phone. I'm trying my best to get him on there, but yeah.
I do like Stu, so yeah, it'd be good to have him on to say hello.
Never spoke to him.
I spoke to him. I spoke to him just over text and Skype. But
has anyone ever spoke to RC Model Reviews? Like, is that a thing? Like, does he exist? Because I don't think he's real.
Like on the phone, you mean? I think he's
a robot.
Anytime I see his computer, he's just got like XP in the background. So I'm not sure he's got like a webcam.
I've done a video.
Never get him on the podcast.
I've done a video chat with Bruce and Stu before.
Oh, have you? Awesome.
Really?
Speaking of model reviews, I have a question for everyone.
Okay.
Serious stuff now. We're off the single ply, double ply topic.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the Fat Shark 101 launch today?
No,
I didn't. No.
Is that what you've called them, the 101s?
It's that's what they're called. But I was interested to see what everyone's feedback was on it. But
I was hoping they would be called the Fat Shark Perspective.
But it's not a set of goggles.
Oh, it's a copter and goggle. It's like an all-in-one thing, is it?
So maybe what I'll do is I'll defer my question.
So you fly
for
your
5
face
minutes for everyone to do the research. But I'd be interested to see what people think of it.
It looks
I'm pretty sure I know what it's about because I'm pretty sure I saw it flying around.
People in the chat have seen it. A complete kit.
Is that what was flying
around?
around?
No one's going to know about it unless Justine's flying it.
Is that what was flying around at the Fat Shark factory that time we were there last time? Okay, yeah.
So I can explain what it is, and it's kind of a cool concept. So it's a set of pretty cool new goggles called the Recon. And it's a brushed quad, which is a bit bigger than a tiny whoop, and a transmitter and batteries and gates and everything you need to get into FPV for $250.
Starter kit.
Yeah, that's the 101 part of the name. That's the American thing, though.
Yeah.
So I just wonder what people thought about.
People have seen it yet, so
can I give you the link? Can I
it.
give you the link to the chat and then you post the release?
Oh, it's everywhere on
Get out.
Facebook. Just go on to Facebook and just search for
No,
Fat
come
Shark
on, man.
101.
Like, look, man.
Yeah, but
the chat's there.
my camera will go away again if I'm
think
afraid
people-
to touch this page.
People are posting it in the chat as we speak, so it's cool.
Like fucking 0 FPV, man.
Well,
Tony,
if
what
it's a
is-
start-
what is your
it's a
name
start.
on? Oh man, what the hell? Like
on Google?
Yeah, man. Fuck knows.
several.
Oh well. You're
I
just
can't
like
believe you. This is like just brilliant that you're doing it from the toilet. I think that's so amusing.
It's very appropriate because that's usually where we all end up, isn't it? Like that's it. When we're switching off.
live on the toilet.
Well, I know after I talk to you guys, I get the shits. So.
Oh, dear.
I just can remember to press mute when I need to actually use the room that I'm sitting in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think
Right, shall
about
we,
a starter kit for FPV?
I think it's a great idea. Good to get people in. Definitely.
Oh, Albert
to do
Albert Kim's saying it says he can come on now. Shall I send him the link? How many people we got in?
Yes.
8, 1, 2, 3.
Cute. They look like little sharks. Aw, that's good marketing.
I like the new Fat Shark logo. Someone says Enoch FPV says.
I
in the
don't.
chat.
I missed the original one, the round one, the really chubby one.
I've got a vector file somewhere I can send to you.
Yeah, man. I remember that back in the day.
I want the new Fat Shark hats. They look cool. People are saying in the chat. It's a great starter kit for someone younger.
Oh, Stu's here.
Stu is here.
How you getting on with your shit bag?
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Oh man, it's so weird.
Can we present Stu and then can you say hello? Do your opening thing for your videos and
All right.
mention Let's Drone Out in it.
Yeah.
G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here. We're just on Drone Out, hanging out with these bad boys. We've got Andy RC, a whole bunch of people.
You said drone out. You've just promoted our friend.
Someone else.
Like, you gotta say let's, because people fucking name this shit the same as ours. Like,
Let's just give Stu some credit. Let's just give Stu some credit here, though. I literally just sent him a message on Skype and said, "Do you want to come on?" With like no context whatsoever. So that's amazing that he even.
Have you even heard of Let's Drone Out?
He got part of the name.
Wait. I'm getting like some crazy reverb. I've got to find out how to fix this up.
Oh, bless.
Did you even know? Did you even
is
know
that
Let's
correct?
Drone Out
Stu?
existed?
You've got yourself a crazy reverb. Ha ha ha! Sorry.
Let me do a really cool.
Love that.
Cool.
Check this bad boy out.
Man,
I told them not to give you that.
Yeah, I had to go and get Grumpy Trev to knock on their door. They said, "Yeah, we'll give Trev heaps, as many as he wants." So he got me this one while he was there.
Keeping Trev happy is the way to get into your heart.
Hands up. Do you want me to go get Trev?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just go grab him. Hang on.
Grumpy on. Oh my god, this live stream is awesome. 3 hours of complete nonsense.
Guys, do we need another slot? Because I can jump over to the Let's Drone Out channel. Is there anyone else you can think of?
No,
my god, that is
There he is.
fucking nightmare fuel.
Happy Christmas,
Oh my
Grumpy Trev.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Grumpy. But a bit more hair though.
Yeah, just a bit. Like I can talk.
And you sounded like he was in a much better mood than normal too.
Yeah, usually. We're about to go flying actually in about an hour's time.
Oh, nice.
So,
Summary
cool,
and lovely
cool
there.
stuff to test.
We're about to go to bed.
You know what? And is it all snowy over there?
No, the snow's gone now, but it's still pretty cold.
Snow
Yeah,
in here.
it's kind of the opposite. It was like 40 degrees or something the other day. I had like all this stuff, 40 batteries planned, went out. We set an hour setting the track up. It was going to be mint, and then this like huge gusts of wind. It was like almost unflyable, and worst day. We had to just pack up and go home. So that was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah,
but it's not going to happen today.
We need to do like an Aussie special so we can have Chad, UAVfutures. Then we just need to get Bruce. We need to figure out how to get Bruce on here. That's one thing we've been trying to do.
That's a different country though, but you know, I guess we could just have like a South Pacific.
So it's all the same, isn't it?
You know as well as I do, Stu, that we take ownership of anything Kiwi that is successful.
Yeah, Leamington's, Mel Gibson, but we can kind of maybe give him back now. So.
Yeah, we gave him back. Yeah.
There's a bit of like rivalry between New Zealand and Australia that I only know of because of Flight of the Conchords. When they meet the Australians, there's a bit of is that the case?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, the rivalry is the same. Yeah, the rivalry is the same as America and Canada.
Got you.
So, like, if you go over there and you say that aren't Canadians just Americans, and the Americans and the Canadians get all upset, it's the same thing as aren't Kiwis Australian? It's exact. I see the same thing when I go to
Yeah, but in New Zealand you can have K cars. You can't have K cars in Australia. That is so shit. Like when you live so close to Japan, you can't have key cars.
But in New Zealand, they just don't really have rules. There's not enough.
You can't have rules
really
when citizens are completely mental and out of control.
We're talking about England now?
Yeah, but there's not enough of them to really make a problem.
Oh, Andy Clark, what a legend. I love you. When are you coming over to the UK next, man?
I was just there. I rented one of these very long boats that don't go around corners. And
canal boat.
Yeah, I tried to cross the country on it.
Man, that is painful. That is well,
no, it wasn't.
It's great.
Every lock has a pub. And you can fly quads off the boat and no one gives a shit. So that was very good.
Canoes are used for, didn't you? They're mobile swinging, like vessels.
They are?
Strangers. They're basically so you can dog everyone.
Most of the people I saw on these boats
don't Google any of that.
Haven't washed for about 6 months, so I'm not sure how that
That's what it's all about, man.
I mean, about half of them had teeth, which is pretty good.
Stu,
Stu,
can I ask what you're going to be flying today, you and Trev? Is it top secret?
No, it's not too bad. I do want to test this out, so I'm going to have to just put a receiver in that before we go. That was what I was planning to do anyway. So I think
I saw that one.
That is some weird.
Seen this one too. Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that one. Can't wait to see how it goes. I don't know if it's going to go well or not, but it looks so different that I just, that's what's exciting. I want to test it out and see what happens.
I flew that prototype of that about a year ago. The guys came up and actually saw me in person, and I got to have a little bit of a fly of it. Mind you, it was in the transmitter was mode 2, so I was having to fly mode 2, which was fun.
Okay.
I thought you converted it, Chad.
What the real way to fly, Chad?
Yeah, I fly both mode 1 and mode 2. I feel more natural in mode 1.
I don't know how you can switch over like that. That would drive me crazy.
Mode 1's just weird. We've got a UK flyer who flies mode 1, don't we, Andy?
I do. I fly because I'm just so old. Mode 1, with it being the number 1, and it's all that existed a few years and years ago. There's none of this mode 2 business to try and make it like a real aircraft, you know. So
well, shouldn't it just be called like why do they call it Mode 1 if it was like the first one around? Wouldn't it just be called like a radio then?
I think actually Bruce did a video on like where the different modes came from, didn't he? And it started off because Mode 1 was kind of similar to how it used to work when it was on buttons, and then they realized, oh, we don't need this anymore, so they changed it to be more like a joystick of an aircraft. But one thing you'll find about Mode 1 flyers is a lot of them have to be able to fly both. I'm the same, like Chad. I had to learn how to fly Mode 2 because, you know, that just sometimes it's not an option because everything comes in Mode 2. So,
well, it all really
depends. Mode 1 flyers because they never want to borrow your shit.
Which is
well,
you've got a good excuse not to lend it to them.
In Australia, if you learnt to fly like model planes in the clubs, you learnt on Mode 1 because that's the predominant mode. So it wasn't until well, it started happening when 3D helicopters started becoming more mainstream, and particularly when mini quads became mainstream. Before that, Mode 1 was like 95% of the pilots here in Australia. It was only these other ones that came in that sort of changed that. The history of the modes really were that when they started doing proportional stuff, you had 2-channel with 2 sticks. One went up and down and one went sideways, and they just chose one. So they chose that the one that goes up and down happened to be on the left side, and the one that went right and left happened to be on the right side. So when they made the 4-channel version of it, they only had another up and down and left and right on the opposite ends of the stick. So they put them there and then kept them there, and that was just how Mode 1 was came about. And then the pilots flying full-scale aircraft just went, oh, if we actually change the mode around like this, it's going to represent full-scale flying a bit more because the control column's all on one stick and all that sort of stuff. And so Mode 2 was born. Mode 3, where people go, well, in a commercial aircraft, the throttle is actually on the other side to Mode 2, depending on which seat you sit in. So that was Mode 3 that was born. And then all the complete and utter retards that just didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do and wanted to fill, that was how Mode 4 was born.
There's a Mode 4?
Yeah, there is. Mode 4 is Mode 1 with the two gimbals swapped. Mode 2 is Mode 1 with the 2 gimbals swapped over.
There's actually a 5 and a 6 as well, like unofficially where the pitch is reversed. So like Mode 5, I think pitch is reversed, so down is up and up is down. Yeah.
And then I think Quad Mover 2, he's got like Mode 7 where he just flicks the switch for throttle just to like 100% and then just does all his stuff.
I never knew that. Oh right,
Everyone keeps on making the joke, oh, if you Mode 1, just grab a Mode 2 transmitter and turn it upside down and fly it like that.
That's not the case.
When I was in Boston, I actually did that. So Cody Wilczek, he's a well-known large-scale 3D fixed-wing pilot, gave me his foamy, and he had a Futaba radio, so he changed he changed the direction of some of the controls, and we actually got me flying his foamy with his Mode 2 Futaba, and I was holding it upside down, and I was actually flying for the day like that. I mean, it felt so friggin' weird in the hands, but it actually worked.
That would be a good video. I want to watch a video of that.
Yeah. I want to see a video
of that.
I think a Rotor Riot video would be cool if they took all the Mode 1 pilots and said, right, you got to run a course through Mode 2 and then reverse it. I think that would be an interesting
one. But it's not there's only one, I think, right?
Yeah, that's the issue.
I'm totally fine with doing the change the mode challenge, considering I'm already comfortable with Mode 2.
You've got to fly Mode 3, Chad.
Shit.
All 7.
There are some guys out there as well that have that little potentiometer as the yaw, so it's all on one stick, isn't it? They've got like
that's Curtis Youngblood does that.
Yeah, the guy with the 3D stuff. That's I can't. My brain can't even figure that out.
Yeah, he actually flies. He does that with the twisting yaw stick and Mode 2, because he went to Mode 2 because he found, like, when he had the Stingray, when he was trying to do stuff to the Stingray, people wouldn't believe that they could fly it because they were looking at his thing. So he went back to Mode 2
So that
Right.
way people could associate and go to do it. That way it wouldn't look so hard to fly.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
crazy.
So are the modes purely a geographic thing? So are people coming into the hobby in Australia, are they now mode 2? Or are they mode 1 because that's the way it's always been there?
Generally speaking, yes. So for example, Australia is predominantly mode 1. France has a high number, like is predominantly mode 1 as well. Like America is predominantly mode 2. I think England is predominantly mode 2. But like places here in Australia, it really depends on what you're talking about in terms of RC hobby. If you go to a remote control plane club, you will probably get handed a mode 1 transmitter. If you fly 3D, go to a 3D heli club, or you go out and hang out with quad pilots, you'll probably predominantly be given a mode 2 transmitter. It really depends on who you hang out with.
Yeah, it's exactly the same here. Actually, I've been flying for like 25 plus years. I started in a club that was flying planes, and every single club flew mode 1. However, if you went to a heli club, it was all mode 2. And I think that's still the same. It's just that, you know, with the quadcopter side of things, because it's so new and it's sort of more related to helis than it is planes, then everybody does mode 2. Hey, we've got Albert Kim, by the way, that's just joined us. Hey, Albert.
Hello.
Man,
Hey,
it's a free for all today.
Albert, get your shirt off.
I
don't know if you've been
got
watching
this to work on my phone.
I don't know if you've been watching the stream, Albert, but there's been intermittent nudity all through the entire stream.
Oh, geez.
Don't worry, you don't need to do that.
No, I had to go to work, and I just got back off work.
Wow, yeah.
How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. What's the temperature like out there in California? Is it that you're based?
60 degrees and sunny. And yeah, it's pretty cold, but it's really windy today.
Yeah.
Super windy. So I couldn't fly today at all.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for a maiden now.
Might as well rain.
Who's maiden what?
So that's Final Glide Oz. So Chad Nowak.
Nick.
Cool.
And looks like we're getting to see a live maiden.
Can you strap a phone on it, Chad, please?
Just tape your phone to it.
Put your phone on it, please, Chad.
I'll strap the computer there.
Hey guys, I got to go. I got to keep getting ready and finish some stuff before I go out and film today. But
thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
I catch you around, Stu.
No, Stu, can you email me so we can get you back on?
Yeah,
sure. Can I just I'll send a link to Andy and he'll hook us up or something?
All right, please, thank you. Yeah, I just
get
in touch. Cool. Or add me on Skype right until I fly.
Okay.
I'll sort you guys out.
All right. No worries.
Thanks, man.
Catch you guys.
Bye. Sorry, I'm eating.
Again?
I'm starving. I haven't gone off and eaten.
I know.
Hey, Jack.
I got to eat with the drugs. That's the problem.
Jack, can you mail me some fish and chips?
Sure thing, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't want Australian fish and chips. I want British fish and chips.
Oh man,
that was awesome to get Stu on, man.
Dude, I know the best place, right?
Whoops.
I'm wondering if you put it in a FedEx box or something and overnighted it, whether it'd still be okay when they got here.
It'd still be warm.
Frozen, maybe.
Oh, you could freeze it.
Could freight you. Or did you ever see that episode of I can't remember what it was called. I think it was like maybe Pimp My Ride or some shit. But Snoop Dogg got the military to send him like Popeye's chicken or some shit.
Yeah, didn't
Beyonce? Are you going to fucking Google that shit?
Beyonce orders curry from Lingfield, which is just down the road from me.
I just want a good fish and chips with a bit of curry sauce. It'd be lovely because the Swiss really don't know how to do this.
Mushy peas, man.
Oh no, mushy peas.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute myself. What really?
That reminds me of dinner ladies with crinkly hairnets.
Jack's eating soft diet, as you can see. Pringles. After his operation.
Looks like Chad's disappeared. Maybe he's had a failsafe or something.
He's crashed. Chad has actually crashed.
What time is it actually?
Now Chad's gone, so I message
Probably 7
so I
a.m.
message what do you call it? Steel.
I need to eat. If we're going on any longer, I need to eat, and I'm working tomorrow.
I think
I
think Steele's pretty much the only person in the entire FPV community that hasn't been on this stream tonight. So
Yeah, or is
why not?
not in the chat.
Yeah.
I know. I'm surprised he doesn't come in the chat and just being like, "Oh, you got you arseholes."
Oh, he's back.
There he is.
Where's it?
Did you
Where's
crack?
NJ?
NJ left.
in the
He didn't
chat?
want to get his top off.
I don't know.
NJ.
I'll
He's not here, man.
Hey, look,
didn't
everyone,
want to get naked.
It's mail time.
Oh, let's do some live unboxing.
Sorry, guys. I'm so hungry. Tony,
we,
how the hell are you still going?
I'm really
Look, I got a
hungry.
box.
What happened to
Can
what
we,
happened to Kirsty?
who's in charge of LDO at the moment? Can we present Chad? I want to see a live unboxing of whatever it is.
It's probably going to be a camera. I think that's what I ordered. I don't know.
I'd laugh if it's a flashlight.
You might laugh, and I'll start smiling.
It could be a mankini from what we've seen today.
Do you know what the worst thing would be if I was like, Chad, can I please have a frame? You know, one of your new frames, and he sends me a flashlight.
A used one.
You know,
Do you know-
yeah, Bob.
Do you know how many people have appeared out of the woodwork over the last week or so that I either don't know or have told me to piss off previously, that are all like, "Hey, can I have a frame?
Hey,
I'd like a
he's got a
customized
frame
one."
now. Yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what you do with them people?
I sent them a turd.
Piss off. Yep.
There we
You can
go.
actually do that. There's a website where you can send turds.
Are you telling me to not ask you but ask Will instead? Have I got more luck asking Will?
I'm telling everyone to ask Will because I
I
like
think you
annoying
should
Will.
send Jack a turd in a post.
Do you get
Turd
to
in the
choose a
post.
number on the turd scale? Could you be saying number 7? Just
There we
to-
go. That's what I got.
I wish.
Oh, that looks terrible.
All that packaging for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of those, little Foxy camera.
Yeah, look after the world, people.
Yeah, lots of crap for not much.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Wait, what lens did I
Albert,
get?
Albert, what you got going on today, Albert? Now you finished work.
Not a whole lot. I was just gonna start looking at some of the drones I got. Let me pull some of them here.
Yeah, let's do more unboxings. We've got Chad unboxings. We got Albert unboxings. I've received nothing today. Oh, what's
I got
that?
this one. This is the Reel 2 from Real ACC. You guys see that?
You get to become a
It's a
moderator
5-inch
for that
drone.
comment. That is funny.
Frank,
So I'm
present
gonna-
Kim.
You must spend
Just got
all of
this
your
one.
time building.
Well, this one came fully built.
Ah.
So, yeah, I got that one, and I got this one. This is the iFlight Monkey X3. Got to get to that one. Haven't done that one. There's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't gone to yet.
Wow.
What else do I have?
Sorry, show us again. Sorry, I wasn't presenting you. Sorry.
This one right.
Eating crackers.
Oh, that's the iFlight thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's called the Monkey X3. It's a little 3-inch micro.
Named it after Jack.
There's like some more. I mean, look at this huge mess. I don't even know where stuff is anymore.
Can
It's
I,
like totally ridiculous.
Can I ask Chad, because I know that when Rotor Riot first started, when they were doing the 180 builds, Chad's sort of opinion on the smaller than the 5-inch frame was that, what is the point? Is that still your opinion, Chad, or are you interested in potentially some of these little 2-inch copters now?
Well, I get to answer. You've really got to ask yourself, what are you trying to achieve?
Tony.
So,
Yeah.
I like to have a GoPro on my quads, and I've not found a single quad smaller than 5" that can carry a GoPro well. They can carry them, but not well. So if you don't want a GoPro, then that changes things. But also, back in the days of that 180 review, we were still using 5" components, basically, to make a 4" quad, and the performance of them sucked. That's changed noticeably these days because we've got dedicated motors, we've got dedicated props, and the performance of these things has changed very notably. So now your 4" and your 3" and your 2" quads are actually a hell of a lot of fun. So if you're not wanting a GoPro, you can have some great fun out there. It just depends on what you want to do. And for me, like I don't necessarily make too many videos these days, but I like to have sort of maybe 1 or 2 types of quads that I like to fly for what I want to do that are based around the filming side of things. So I stick with that kind of thing because it means at any point in time I can stick a GoPro on there. I know how it flies. I can rely on that, and it just works. But yes, certainly since the days of the 180 review, things have changed a lot, and the smaller quads are a lot more fun. I will say that it didn't take me very long, but I'm over the whole tiny whoop thing.
Right. Yeah.
It was great running into people's faces for the first 5 minutes, but after that I'm bored shitless and it's underpowered. It's kind of like, oh, I did a roll. Oh, power! I gotta pull up. Oh, and even though they try and make all these more powerful versions, they still kind of suck. So you get down to the tiny little brushless stuff. They're great for a quick sort of quick fix toy.
Yeah.
But the 2" to 4" lipo brushless setups are fun if they're built right.
I think there's a lot of people now that have sort of ditched the GoPro just because they sort of want to be in the moment more rather than taking the footage, putting it on YouTube. A lot of people out there in this hobby don't have a YouTube channel and they just want to have fun. Therefore, they just want to experience it whilst they're flying, so they don't need a GoPro. And I think also here in the UK as well, I get a lot of. Sorry, go on.
Sorry. No, I was just about to say, and that's good that there's a lot less people with the whole YouTube channels on there, because for a while there it was this big challenge of who can make the most sickest videos and all that sort of stuff. Is like this big competition thing, where it's good that it's now getting back to the, you know what, fuck it, let's just go into the park and enjoy it, and we'll remember the memories in our minds, and maybe have some DVR footage, which I think is good to see.
Yeah, it's awesome. And also I think as well, especially here in the UK, I think people just want to have fun and don't want to be stopped by people that, hey, is that a drone? And because that happens quite a lot. And with the 2", 3" size, that you can barely even hear them. So I think that's why they're good as well.
And in a lot of countries too, that size is then getting down to the weight below the weight limit, where the aviation authority no longer has jurisdiction about what you can do. I mean, if I wanted to be an asshole in this country, I can legally fly some of these tiny drones. I can go and fly to Brisbane Airport and fly it up and down the taxiway, because there's no actual legislation stopping me, which is kind of funny, because some of these things are stupidly fast. Some of these 2" ones, and they're extremely light, but they tick a lot of the boxes, and they work well. I like to stick with my old school stuff, because little things like I like to be familiar with stuff like over in America, there's been so many times there where there's been companies that have wanted me to get them specific footage, and all I need to do is just strap the GoPro on there and I'm ready to go. So the quad's always tuned for that, and I generally always fly with a GoPro even if I'm not recording.
Absolutely.
I keep it like that. But the technology has certainly come a long way since that 180 review.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Guys, have you seen this? Hang on, I've just posted it in the chat. So it's on Oscar Lang's website. It's the Angry Oski, the smallest brushless micro quad in the world.
Oh wow!
See the photo? Oh, it's right next to a tiny whoop.
Oh, that's so small.
So I wondered, like, Chad, man, maybe like Could you build that and see whether does that flip? I don't know.
I'm sure it would. Yeah, I'm sure it would.
Yeah, man. Maybe that will bring you back into like sort of tiny whoop venture.
Possibly, but I mean, I look at it. At the end of the day, whatever you enjoy flying, you enjoy flying. But I look at this and I just go 5-inch, 4-inch, 3-inch tiny whoop. It's very similar to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the trouble is,
I love the tiny whoop because now you can fly around the house and crash into your mates' heads onto stuff. I've done all that. So if you go and get the brushless version of it, it's still the same thing, and I've done it all before. So
winter like us, that's the problem. We love our little drones and our little 2 inches because we have to venture inside because we have such shit winters.
Yeah,
probably you never experienced the shit.
Yeah, but at this point in time, I do have to remind you that you guys did discover a new country with really fucking nice weather. Sure, it had some animals that wanted to kill you, but you went, no, this place is useless. Let's stick all the criminals on there and then leave it there. So you had the choice. You had no. Look, your forefathers are to blame, so I blame you. So no whinging about bad weather here.
Where's
you guys come over here and whinge about the bad weather over here. Like what? Not raining.
I hear that no one wears the clothes over there, though, so it's kind of off-putting, I think.
Yeah, if I don't take my shirt off soon, I'm going to get arrested.
Clothes here, dresses in Tennessee. I don't
know. Chad, you were mentioning the old school stuff. Do you know what I really miss? The talk of the 2204 1980 kV.
Cobras.
Yeah, the old Cobras, which were talky because they weren't actually a 2204, they were a 2205.
Yeah, but I don't know, there was something about them. They were just so talky.
They were a 2205.
They were talky until they threw magnets.
I got them here. I got one here.
Yeah,
man, they were good motors. I wish I'd get more.
Here you go. Look,
guys.
You want some right here? There you go. This is the.
I don't know why that page doesn't work.
This is the frame.
So if you go.
This is the frame that I won the Drone Nationals in 2015.
Yeah.
And I've been really lazy. I haven't sent it off to the museum yet. So they're probably wondering where the fuck it is. But that's got the Cobra. That's got the Cobra 1960 kV motors on it.
Like going to a museum in Australia, yeah.
Over in the AMA museum over in America.
That's brilliant.
The one in Muncie.
That's really good.
Well, you should hand deliver it at the IO this year, next year.
Sounds like a plan. Although I promised that I was going to send it like a long time ago, and I haven't yet. So they're probably getting.
You've been doing that since like the last time you came on. I don't know why that link doesn't work.
That is cool, though, isn't it?
So I think this is something like the Angry-Oski. Is that right, Jack?
That's very small.
Is that the BB66?
No, this is oh dude, I forget what this is called. This is from
you might have to put it next to Chad's member for scale.
You get that many. You don't even know the name.
The props are 30 these are the tiny whip props. These are the 30 millimeter props.
That's not a pepperfish, is it?
Yeah, and these have the brushless motors, the 0703 motors. But I think this is pretty close to what the Angry-Oski is, but this thing doesn't fly very well at all. I actually haven't made a video on my channel about this because I can't get it to fly for more than 35 seconds.
Yeah, that's the problem with like trying to be the smallest. It's pushing the boundaries of what is enjoyable to fly, isn't it? And
the motors take up too much battery power for 1S, and you just can't fly it for very long. And it doesn't have a lot of power to begin with. You might as well just fly the tiny whips at that point because you'll get more flight time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the problem with the micros. Is making them making them the smallest so that they're like breaking a record. But what's the point if it flies for 10 seconds?
So I think
fun.
For these 07, 03, 07, 05 motors, you got to go with the 40 millimeter props. You get more flight time and better performance.
It's like you want it so that you can't tell that you're flying something small.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you
right.
You know, when you can't tell that you're flying a 5-inch or a 3-inch or a 2-inch or a whatever
I think
that
like
is.
2 or 3 inches probably about the smallest you can go before you lose that feeling.
2 inches is about the smallest you can go, and then if you get over 100 grams, it's not going to feel the same.
Fucking hell.
Mad. I'm running out of oomph. Chad's yawning and wants to take his top off. We've been going from 8. It's 10:30. I'm really tired.
Shall we call it there then, guys?
Call it quits. Finally, after all this.
Man, I'm eating bloody crackers and everything. Do you know what I mean? It's totally lost professionalism. Yeah, thank you for tuning in and enjoying the half-hour episode of Let's Drone Out. Albert, thanks for coming on. Thank you, Andy RC. Thank you, Anthony Clark. Thank you, Final Glide. Thank you, Curry Kitten. Pardon me.
Thank you,
Chad.
Hey, guys. Can we put Tony on full screen? I think he's fallen asleep.
No, I froze it.
I was sure that he's fallen asleep. He's actually fallen asleep in front of me a number of times.
I don't believe that for a second.
Get fish and chips to you, like that's going to be.
That'd be amazing.
I don't know.
That would be absolutely amazing. If you do freeze them
Is that
first.
what you mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I certainly don't miss the British weather.
Yeah.
No, that sucks. Christmas, everyone. Thanks for coming on.
Right.
Merry Christmas and all that.
Happy holidays.
I hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell end in case you don't want to miss anything. Apparently, Tony wants me to let everyone know that the Earth is flat and run by lizard people. So please keep that in mind. And good night.